Shut up. Didn't I say shut up? Bet that rooster will think twice before crowing tomorrow morning. Coffee's ready, guys. Let's start the show. Good morning, my lovelies. How is everybody this morning? Love it when I nail that rooster. How is everybody today? Oh my God, I am such a zombie, you guys. Thank God there's no camera. Uh, let's see. I want to say good morning to everybody. Good morning, Roger. Good morning, Pinky. Good morning, Pop. Good morning, Sage. Good morning, Sherry. Let's see. Good morning, Susan. Lovely to have all of you here. And I don't know if she's still here. Good morning, Sheila. And I'm so sorry you've had such a rough evening. Please get the most rest that you can, dear lovely. And you're always in our prayers. And yes, I've heard that everybody is having such a hard time. Poor Maryland and our dear Crow is not well. So if you guys could just take a moment to think about them and wish them all well, that would be great. Let's see who I don't want to miss anybody. I think I got everybody. I think I did. If not, guys, give me a shout out and I'll wish you a good morning. The brain is on slow this morning. It's been rough. Good morning, graduate. Thanks for popping in and joining us. Blurry-eyed and almost not quite ready. I know. I'm total zombie. It's terrible. I was up late last night with a friend on the phone, and I'm like, oh, I've got to let you go. It's like really late. And I don't think I finally fell asleep, I think around 3 this morning, and I'm like counting, I think at least 5 hours of sleep might work. I think I got about 3.5. So guess who's taking a nap today? Let's see. Raw side and Central Spaghetti has finished the entrance for your wrestlers. Have you seen it yet? You both look amazing. Yes, we saw it. We're looking hot. I think it is so cool. Can't wait to see how we do. Hope we're badass. That's so fun to be a part of that. Oh, Pop, I worked all night. Oh, boy. So, yeah, you're going to crash pretty soon. There is Alicio. Alicio, you're a genius. We're just talking about the wrestlers. I love it. We look so great. Can't wait to see how that all turns out. It's so much fun. Thank you again so much for including us in the wrestling team. It's great. Rough start to the day, but that made my day when I saw that. I'm thinking, oh my God, that's great. So I'd be able to, to make it through the show this morning. And I have like a list of stuff that I got to do, but I am just dragging ass. I was like, oh God, no more late phone calls. I just can't do it. So I guess the vacuuming will have to wait till later. Because I know I know once I'm done here, yeah, I'll have probably a pear for breakfast and then pass out for a couple hours. I'm planning on adding more female wrestlers. Oh, that is going to be so fun. It is. It's so fun. Oh, you've got a 4-hour drive ahead of you, Sage. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Try to get a nap in before you take off. Wow, 4 hours. That's a long time. I wouldn't be able to get out of the car after that. Well, I could, but it would take me a little while to make everything start working again. Oh, see, stop speaking of pears. That's what I've been having for breakfast every morning. It's so refreshing. Well, then the 4 hours is worth it. Just to visit your sister and to get those pears. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I love fruit. Any kind of fruit. I've always got some kind of fresh fruit in the house. Or my husband grabs for the donuts. I go for the fruit. I hope it includes Kaza. Oh yeah, she's a superstar. So yeah, I can't wait to see who else is going to be coming up on the list of wrestlers, and it's just so fun. I showed my husband; he got the biggest kick out of it. He goes, "What's that?" And I go, well, "It's my wrestler." Raven hasn't even slept yet. Raven, I'm telling you, you're immortal. That's what it is. Of course, she's young. She could get away with that. And when I was young, I used to do that too. I was up all night, used to go to work, didn't bother me at all. Now, if I don't at least get a couple of hours, I am just like the walking dead. I remember when I used to work 2 jobs, and I would do that too. I'd go to work at the second job. I'd fall asleep while I was sitting there. It's bad. And it's not, I worked around machinery. That's real nice, huh? You fall asleep while you're working on machinery. You wake up really quick when you fall into it. Said the men's side, we will probably have Jason Hawes and for sure Jeff. I can't wait to see Jeff. Jeff is going to be a trip. That's going to be fun. Yes, I have at least 20 hours on Raven. Yeah. Just, oh, cheers to you guys. I can't pull those late hours anymore. Good morning, Cree. How are you this morning? Did you get sleep, Cree? I hope you were well this morning. Oh, 20 years and not hours. You've got 20 years on me. Well, Pop, how old are you? You're not that much older than I am. Are you talking about you? Did I misread that? Yeah, but Pop, you're not that much older than me. I did. I woke up at 5. Yeah, after we got done talking great, I was up till 3. I couldn't go to sleep. So yeah, I only got like a couple hours in. Because then I kept waking up. Oh no, on Raven. Oh, okay. I'm thinking, wait a minute, I must have misread that because thinking, great, right, Pomp. Yeah, let me get the right. See, I don't even know who I'm talking to. Hello. You're not that much older than I am. I've been watching some stuff. I'm a couple of minutes late because I was watching Faye's Rug investigate his parents' home. with Sam and Colby. I remember that kid. He just disappeared. Wasn't there kind of like a big scandal around him at some point, if I remember correctly? If my brain is functioning. Because I remember he used to be a big deal and then poof, gone. And I think it surrounded some kind of fraudulent scandal claims or something about that. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I do remember that kid. Was it worth watching, Raven? See, I would be laying there watching it and pass right out. That's why I miss people's stuff. And then I go back and rewatch because I'm thinking, okay, I'm all, settled down, comfortable, and just pass right out. As soon as it starts. That's when you know you're getting old and you just pass right out. No, I'm 52. Oh, then I'm older than you. Thanks, Pop. And that's right. Yeah, your birthday's coming up. He says who? Wasn't there a kid named Phase Rug? Or he went by that? Some young kid, and he was out there all the time. And then all of a sudden there's something happened. I don't remember what it was. Either he got caught in a lie or faking and then just disappeared. I don't remember. I watched the Dahmer one. I couldn't watch it all. Yeah, when they come out with those documentaries or movies based on what those people did, it's scary. Not exactly what you want to see when you have to sleep later. Yeah, I know. Because then it plays on your mind while you're trying to sleep. Good morning, Steph. How are you? I could have sworn there was something to do with Faye's rug. Yeah, Pop. It's a more dark and gory than Dahmer. Oh, oof. It really scares the hell out of you that people like that exist in the world, It's scary. I mean, with horror film and all that, it's all imagination. And people have great imagination. So you can pretty much swallow that. But when it's based on true life events of somebody that actually does these sick things, you're thinking, oh, what could happen to a person in their lifetime to make them do such a thing? Or what happened during the development uh, of the child that makes them do these kinds of things? It's really scary. Jamie did a reaction to Faye's rug. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to. I don't even remember. But I know there was something that happened. He's one of those squeaky clean guys, but the debunkers say he's fake. He's just gullible and good friends with Sam and Goldie and Amanda. Oh, okay. Because I could have sworn something come up. Because, like I said, you see it, and hear about him all the time. And then something happened. Like I said, my brain really isn't processing that stuff at the moment. Give me about another 30 minutes. 24 million subs. Oh, could you imagine? 24 million subs. Wow. That's just wow. Or there's something seriously wrong chemically in that brain for them to do that crap. And they do something not working right. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's just scary. And to look at them. And have you guys ever noticed? Because I said that about, certain people. They have a certain look to their face. And it's all of them. If you ever noticed, like all of the serial killers and all that, they all have this look. It's really odd. So then when like you see people on the street and they have that same look, you're like, oh God, future serial killer. Because it's, I don't know. I just pick up on that. They all have that look. I did see it, but I really can't really remember much of it or investigated the happenings in it. Oh, here, I watched the Blackwell Ghost. Sorry, I missed that part. Holy crap. Okay, yeah, at least he's got his coffee now. All right, we all got our coffee. Let's see, she said, I watched the Blackwell Ghost last night on Prime, got really frustrated. They supposedly investigated and had cameras in the house, but never showed the footage. Yeah, well, then what was the purpose of putting it on there if they weren't going to show the footage? I don't know. Blank stares. You know what, Steph? It's hard to describe. And I'm gonna do a couple of examples. I don't hope nobody gets offended. It's like when somebody has Down syndrome. You know by looking at this person they have Down syndrome because they all have the facial features, that look. And believe it or not, guys, I always know when somebody is gay because I pick up their face. There's an expression or a look in their face that tips me off that they are gay. And I've always been right. It's really weird. So I don't know if it's something that I just can do and pick up on, or if anybody else notices. There's just something different about their face. I just say he feels like $1,000,000 today. Oh, good. I'm glad somebody feels like $1,000,000. But at least he's a young stud, so he should feel like $1,000,000. Oh yes, please hit the thumbs up. I can use all the help I can get. MILF. Yeah, Steph. Don't feel bad, Steph. I did too. I had to reread it because I'm like, no, that's not what that says. It's seeing that everything, nothing's working. God, wait till I read the story. Oh, geez. Yeah, at least he's a MILF. Oh, sorry. Cree. Oh, I was just talking about like serial killers. They just have this look about them, their face. And then I was using two other groups of people that, for an example, how you could pick up certain traits in their face that you could tell that something's not right or something is different. Sage is going on coffee number 2. She's got the lead on us, guys. Young stud. Maybe 10 years ago. Oh, you're still a good looking man. And I make it even, you're just like a double threat, Alicia, because you speak Italian. You melt the heartstrings of any woman. It's in their eyes. Yeah, not just, yes, their eyes definitely, but just something else. I don't know. I just pick up on it. It's just weird. Yeah, they have dead that dead look in the eyes. It's just really creepy. Spaghetti is now known to me as a DILF. It's a DILF. Spaghetti a la DILF. God. Hello, Bill. I'm so tired. Yes, Bill, I know. I'm literally dragging this morning. It's rough, but you can do it, Bill. You can get the coffee. Click the link. I have that dead look until I have coffee. My eyes aren't even open, Sage, until I have that first sip, and it's like, oh, okay. Good morning. It's like the lights are on, but no one's home. I don't know. I wouldn't even consider it that. It's like looking into the face of evil, you know? That's how I would quickly describe it. Good morning, Carla. How are you this morning, sweetie? Just when you're looking into the face of evil, and it makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. It's really creepy. I still have no idea what set off those smoke alarms. There's no sign of anything that could have created any smoke. Oh God, yeah. That's something you'd have to test, Roger. See if it's a faulty detector. Um, Even though that you said it's newer batteries, some batteries are old when you buy them, and they don't have that much life back in them. So maybe that still could be faulty battery. Um, Sometimes heat sets them off, which is really strange. There's all kinds of things that could have set them off. But then again, could just be, something spooky. I know, Shredder Bill. He tore it up last night. See, that's why we're all tired. We stayed too long at the concert. Maybe I like being grounded. That's because you're fresh, Raven. You're fresh. Let me get caught back up. Good morning, Mystic. How are you? Good morning, V team. Oh, you have a super day too. It's supposed to be a beautiful day here. I hope I can get out and enjoy some of it. I asked, why don't they have cameras covering Robert? He said the internet is bad. Yeah, I know. Not for nothing. Can't they just use like a baby monitor? Wouldn't that work just as well to cover the dial 24/7? Because I would like to see that too. I'd like to see them have coverage on it 24/7 just to see if anything is picked up. I mean, somebody come to see that Dell. Why isn't he the priority? It wouldn't take much. Yeah, it wouldn't take much. My guess is the batteries too. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That because I've done that. I bought a package of batteries from the store, got home, went to go use them, and they were dead. All of them were dead. And I brought them back, bought another package of the same brand batteries, and they were dead. It was just a bad batch of batteries. And they ended up taking them all off the shelf. Yeah, well, see, yeah, they're brand new because you bought them brand new, but it doesn't mean that the batteries were still good. I would test them because I've had that happen. You're thinking they're brand new, and you get them home, and either they're dead or they only have a little bit of juice left in them, and then they start making things go wonky. So you gotta test. You gotta test. Yeah, that was fun last night, Bill. We all had a good time. See, and you were sweating it for nothing. I told you. But I was telling George this morning, I said, "Oh, Bill crushed it last night. All worried for nothing. You did a great job. Makes me want to pick up and start playing again. Bill can be my teacher." All right, I still have to figure out when to go live next week. Yeah, just do it, Alicia. It's we all are facing that problem now. Everybody's going live. You don't know when to go live. I just stick to my schedule, and whoever wants to hang out with me shows up. Okay, second eyeball is half open. Still resembles a zombie. You're killing me. Zombie with a lazy eye. That's funny. Yeah, I can picture that. The zombie with a lazy eye. I can picture that. It's funny as hell. Uh, see what happens later. Yeah, I would. Yeah, that's just test everything, Roger. You never know. It could be just a battery issue. And like I said, I've had stuff where it was set off just because it was really warm in the room. And I do admit that the timing was odd. Yeah, it was odd. So you can't dismiss the odd, but at least, do your best to try to debunk what it was. At least my eye hasn't fallen out yet. Oh, whew. That's a good reason to start the day. The eye is still in. I know he revived the drive to play the shit out of my triangle. That's right. See that triangle down. Well, I was in the background playing drums, but you guys just didn't see me. That would be a nightmare. I've never played drums in my life, even though I'd love to try it. Hey, to support you, Laura. Hope you have a wonderful day. I'm headed to Bangkok this morning. Ooh, road trip for Carla. Thank you for popping in, sweetie. We look forward to what you come home with. I was kind of jelly yesterday because she went out and she was showing the pictures of the pumpkins and all of this. I got to get to the orchard. I'm in need of some apples. Or we just go to Bill's neighbors and rob some out of her yard. I love your avatar on wrestling. So we got to do amazing. Yes, he did. Made me look smoking. A 2-hour drive. Everybody's taking long drives today. Okay, the one you visited in the previous video. Smoke detectors are linked together. I know mine are in my house. Oh, yeah, some are. Some are. Yeah, if you have, like, especially if they're hardwired. Oh, it was a beautiful day. Yes, it was here too. And I couldn't get out. I had so much I was doing that I didn't get out, and I regret it. I need to make it a point just to go outside today and do something. But if my father catches me, he'll put me to work. That's the last thing I want to do. Because he's working on our shed, and I know the minute he sees me, hey, come here. And I'll be like, oh, crap. I don't want to do that today. I just want to be able to sit out in the sunlight and enjoy the peace. And no, he's got the yard full of crap because he's working on the shed, getting it ready for winter. We had damage last year, and it's the last thing I want to deal with. Not me staying in too hot. I think, believe it or not, I think it's supposed to get to 80 today. Take care, Carla, sweetie. Thank you for hanging out with us. Enjoy your day. Sir Pomp is off to nighty night land. Sleep well, sir. Always appreciate your support, guys. Always do. I'm trying to see. I think that's what it is. Supposed to be in the 80s today. Oh, yeah. 83 it's supposed to hit today. Woo! Good time to get out into that garage, Bill. I'm seriously going to have to get out and just get some fresh air. Oh, I had a crimp in my plans yesterday. It's beautiful, so I was trying to get out and about and do things, but kittens happen. Oh, yeah. That's what happens when you got a little tiny fur ball hanging around. 85 in Ohio. Ohio. Did anyone sleep? No, we were all up. All up. I know I'm a zombie because the body's falling apart. Oh, Sage, I feel you. I feel you. I try to ignore that mine is shitting the bed. But it reminds me, no, you're not going to ignore me. I asked her about the room, and she looked at Zach, saying, Cree knows where we are. And then Julie asked her about another room. And yep, we knew, but didn't tell anyone. But the place is cool. Good morning, Purple. How are you? Thanks for joining us. You got to get yourself like a little kitty backpack, Steph, and bring the kitty along on a kitty adventure. Hey, Purple Roni Pizza. See, Raven's got pizza on the mind already. Duct tape does a body good. Yeah, duct tape is the cure for everything. That is no lie. That's an engineer's best friend, duct tape. I have created so many things with duct tape. You blow your mind. When you don't have something that you need to make something work, the duct tape comes out. Laura, she's teeny weeny. I know. They're so, you just wish they would stay that small. They're so cute. My cat is a Bertha. She beeps when she backs up. That tells you the wide load. I always tell her, I look at her and she'll meow, and because she wants more food. And I've cut her down because I'm telling you. I said, you need Kitty Craig. She's such a tubby. I can't pick her up, guys. But, that doesn't deter her. She's pretty fast when she wants to be. My father lived and breathed duct tape. Yeah, you could use it for everything. You could actually create a boat with duct tape, and it'll float. Amazing stuff. Yeah, my cat always wants me to love her up, and I'm trying, I do the best. I can't pick her up. So I just let her jump up into my lap. It's like, oh, you're just a hefty girl. I get her, pick her up, but it's hard. She's my chunker. Of course, she didn't start putting on weight until after our other cat, because we had two. It was her and her best friend buddy, and we lost him early due to flea medication. I should have sued those people, but I didn't. And I think after that, yeah, she just got depressed, and so she ate and slept. Well, Christmas, my now ex-husband was confused when I got my mom a new laundry basket and a trash can for Christmas. I said, trust me, she'll love it. It's the simple things. I fixed the bumper on my old car with duct tape. There you go. There you go. Duct tape and twist ties. As a chunky boy, and Fern is very petite. Yeah, it's funny. Well, because it was funny when my sons and his girlfriend were staying here. Her cat, poor thing, she had the cat at her dad's. The dad was forgetting to feed this poor cat. So when she went back over to go get him, oh man, she got into a big fight with her father. He was skin and bones. So we got him back here. Believe me, he fattened up quick. Now I call him the torpedo. He's a tuxedo cat. So when he lays down, he's a perfect torpedo shape because, he's just fattened right up. So you got him and you got Emmy, and they're both, yeah, two large butts. I just rescued one. They had an emergency at the rescue. Took a ton from a hoarder. Oh, geez, cat overload. We worked with them so that she only had one left. From her litter, my heart was broken. I'm fostering and adopting. Yeah, it's bad when people let that get out of hand. And it's not that they don't love the animals. It's just they don't know when to stop. Or at least go somewhere where they could have them spayed or neutered so it doesn't keep creating unwanted kitties. We have that problem in our neighborhood. In our village, people just get tired. They throw the cat out and that's it. And they always end up in my yard. I've saved 3 litters of kittens. And then I just get to the point where I can't keep running to the Humane Society. But now they're not even taking them. Oh, you can't officially adopt her until she's fixed. Wow, really? She says I put on a big t-shirt, then tape my body whole upper body, cut it off, and then stuff it with cotton. Perfect dress form. Oh, that's a great idea, Raven. Damn, I could have used that idea a while ago. But that is awesome. Yeah. I'm going to use it for next time. Because when I was doing alterations on my new costume, the witch's costume, I'm thinking, God, I don't have a dress form. How am I going to do this to make sure that it's right? And so yeah, it was a chore, but I did it. But yeah, great idea. Same thing. I used to have a styrofoam head because we used it for Halloween, and we got rid of it. And I wish I didn't because the headpiece that I made, I want to add to it, and it's going to be difficult because maybe I do that with do that with the head too, because I want to make sure that they're even, whatever I'm going to add to it on the headpiece. And I mean, I'll figure it out just by counting out chain links and stuff like that. But it'd be easier if I had a form. But yeah, brilliant idea. That I'm going to use that next time. So sorry for your loss. Did I miss something? Are you talking about when we lost Buddy, our poor Buddy? That's true. Getting it off must have been fun. She's all taped up trying to get it off of her. Oh, that's right. Yeah, too, Steph. The Barbie heads. I'm trying to think if we got one of those in the attic. Probably do. Yeah, tape it down and then cut it down the back. Yeah, that was been difficult to do on your own. I'd have to. I could just imagine doing this, telling my husband, "Quick, do this." He'd look at me like I'm nuts. Tape me up really tight, and then you got to cut it off. Oh boy, thank you, Sky, thank you, Dragon. Oh, you guys are awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, we're gonna try the button. Hold your breath. You guys are superstars, and look, we're still here. So I think that one is actually a keeper. It's gonna work. I'd like to add some sound to it, but that's usually when it gets screwed up. Good morning, Mrs. Deswish. How are you? Thanks for coming to hang out. Oh, I feel so blessed all you guys have come to hang out and have coffee with me. It's so nice to see everybody. I'm slowly coming alive, guys. I'm slowly starting to wake up. How about you, Bill? You still there, or did we lose you to sleep coma? I can see him, slumped over, his face in his coffee cup. Use a big t-shirt so you don't tape it to your skin. Yeah, that's a brilliant idea. Boy, I could have used that a couple months ago. Good morning, Leanne. How are you this fine Sunday? Well, Sunday for us. It's alive. Sage. It's alive. Well, for Sky, it's Monday, right? It's Monday in Sky's world. They're in that time warp. I just up payments for my daughter to go to Spain. Oh, how exciting! How exciting! Hi, John Boy. Good afternoon to you, sir. I remember it was a few years ago. My old boss, when his daughter was still in school, she became a foreign exchange student, and she had the chance to go to Italy. So she learned Italian, and I had the pleasure of seeing all the photos when she come back. So beautiful. She had a wonderful time. I'm enjoying the magazine. I'm almost. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. Yes, everybody submitted some great stuff for the magazine this time around. I'm so glad that everybody, submitted their own stories, and I mean, because that was what it was all about anyway, so that everybody could share their experiences, and anything. Like I said, artwork, poems, whatever. Today is Monday, and it's 2:40 a.m. and the Wizard of Oz is asleep. Oh, Sky, you're such a silly goose. But yes, she's warped to Monday. She's in the future. So yeah, I'm glad everybody's well, I marked it as members only, the link for the magazine. So hopefully everybody gets a chance to see it. Alicio was the sexy man of the paranormal. Oh, it's good to see you, Miss Deathswish. It's been a while since we saw you, so I'm glad that you're here. Paranormal by the Sea. Wow. Oh, I'm honored. Thank you for popping in with us. We're all starting to wake up slowly. I hope you are well. I've got to get Paranormal by the Sea on the show. I've got to, I got to get on the ball here. I've got to get them on. Okay, graduate, we'll be here. Sky has too much, entirely too much energy. I think she stole mine. I know, she's a ball of energy. It's amazing. Actually, she reminds me of my best friend. Just pure energy. She talks so fast because she's so excited. I die laughing every time she sends me a message because it's like really, really quick, and then she's done. And that, my girlfriend does it too. She'll call me on the phone and she's like, blah, 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 blah. Okay, goodbye. It's pure, pure energy. Uh, I did get to read it. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. And I love doing the holiday issues. Like Halloween's always fun. I love doing the Christmas one as well. And of course, this next one coming up is Thanksgiving. So I got to start. It starts all over again. So you guys got stuff, send it in. Sorry, I know I've been scarce. Life has thrown a few curveballs my way. And I understand. Totally understand. This seems like a daily thing in my world. The curveballs. I wish they'd throw them somewhere else. Because when I think I've got one problem solved, something else comes and slams me in the face, and I'm like, oh, that's what you just. Sometimes you just don't. You just don't have the energy. I've got about 15 minutes, and then I've got to go. Oh, that's right, long ride. So we're gonna enjoy that 15 minutes while you're here. What? Oh, wait, wait, wait. A sky talker. Oh, I'm okay. Thanks. Hope you're well too. Thank you, Mystic. We are excited also. Oh, what did I miss? What did I miss? I missed something. I missed something. My video for Crow is at #1. I am so glad everyone loving it. He's so special to me. He's helped me a lot. Oh, that's wonderful, Pinky. Hopefully he feels better soon. He's too young of a man to be having all these medical problems. We all need to get on him to take better care of himself. Better curveballs than spitballs. Yeah, well, I've had a few of those thrown at me too. So you just wear a face shield. My fiffer's no worky. Oh, well, you got to get everything working before you head out the door, Sage. Twinkle Fingers types again. Yeah, I don't type in the morning because it just doesn't come out right. And then, unfortunately, when you get lazy and you talk into the phone, that's even a bigger disaster. Because then you look at it after you've sent it and it's all jumbled, weird shit. I don't know. You're like, well, I didn't even say that, but okay. Started the gym recently. See, I can't even talk. That makes you feel better within. You know, are you one of the people that go like first thing in the morning? Because I give you credit. There is no way I could do that. Or if I did go there, I would be just like the crankiest person on the planet looking at all these other people running around and like you start growling, get away from me. I need my duct tape and WD-40. There you go. Lube up them joints. I'm getting through all the hellos slowly. That's right. It's early. Take your time. Type slowly. Or you could be like, some people just be lazy and say, blanket hello to everybody. That's as far as it's going. Yes, Sky has pneumonia. Is it getting better or it's It takes forever for this stuff to go away, and we're all getting it. Oh God, it was last night somebody had mentioned about how they never had pneumonia and stuff like that until after they had COVID. And I never had pneumonia either until last year, and I had COVID prior to that. So maybe it just makes us more susceptible to catching the pneumonia. And that's why the doctor got on me about, oh, you need to get your shots. Oh, okay. I'll do it, I promise. Yeah, I don't do happy mornings either. Well, I can't generally say that. It depends on who's with me. You just have that one sip of coffee, you're like, ah, so much better. And then you're like, oh, good morning, everyone. Are you leaving us already? I had pneumonia at 11 and nearly died, damage to my hearing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My husband got it really bad when he was a child. He had to be tented and everything. It was terrible. As a kid, I was never sick, except for when I got a little older, I used to get strep throat. Everything I caught went into my throat instead of my chest. That's one of the reasons why they made me keep my tonsils, because it just seemed that all the viruses just settled in the tonsil area, which sucks because strep throat hurts, but I'd rather have that than pneumonia or bronchitis or pneumonia. Yeah. Hopefully it'll pass quickly and you'll be back to your ball of energy self. Good morning, DM. How are you? I got a concussion, would black out when I start coughing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's pretty rough. Interesting, all the actual reports coming out about the effects of the COVID and the jab. Glad they couldn't give us these facts before that they developed this. Gotta love monsters. Yeah, I didn't get the jab because of my allergy issues. And that was even recommended by my doctor. They told me not to get it. Where I had other people that were, bitching me out. And I'm like, nope, that's all right. I'm not taking the chance of ending up in the cemetery just to make other people happy. I'll just deal with Mother Nature. She'll handle it. There's Bill. Bill is still with us. Thought you passed out, Bill. I didn't get sick. I lucky as a kid. I didn't get sick much. Yeah, I didn't either. It was just that. So I think I'm making up for it. I was never allergic to anything. I was never sick. I was always on the go. Always felt great. And now that I'm older, yeah, it's like, well, you've already had your good time. Stage 2 dysfunction, as well as a herniated air. There's a pain in the ears. It's always reverse air pressure. Teeth lose suction. My nostrils pinched shut. Just cuts off air. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I don't know, boy. And it's not fair. I'm telling you, that's what I always say. They say the golden years. They're full of shit. Sorry about the swearing so early, but they're full of shit. Nothing golden about it. When you get up and you make all these noises, like what the heck is this? I'm rather addicted to air. Yeah, I would say, yeah, that's a good thing to be addicted to, Sky. Who do I have on the show next? Let's see. I have Fear of the Living podcast, Chris. interesting character, and I look forward to picking his brain and see what's going on in there. We might be afraid. I don't know, but yet he is next on the list. But I'd love to get you in November, Paranormal by the Sea. We'll have to touch base and see what we can finagle. Bath and music time lurking. Oh, enjoy, enjoy. Nasty habit, can't quit breathing. I know we all have that habit. It's terrible. Oh, good night, Pinky. Sleep well, and thank you for hanging on as long as you have. Rest of Chris is great. Yeah, I enjoy when he does his show. And he kept picking on me saying, "When are you gonna have me on?" It's well, I gotta fit you in there somewhere. So his turn is Wednesday. So get those questions ready, guys. Let's get them. He'll enjoy it. I think it's labeled golden years for the doctors and yeah, there you go. And the pharmacies and yeah, all the ones that suck all our money right out of us. That's golden for them. And then when they're off enjoying the other trips to Hawaii, we're at home eating ramen noodles. Sounds interesting with your next guest. Drop us a social message and we can come up with a time. Yes, yes, I will definitely do that. I will definitely do that. Starts this disease. It's alive and no tears. It costs. It just seals my lucky ADHD distracts me from dwelling upon my own self a lot. Yeah. Well, you know what? We all have our aches and our pains. We all have daily life issues. It's all part of life. And we either have to choose to just deal with it and work our way through it and come out with a positive attitude. Because, if you, my husband's always the one, the sourpuss. Everything's negative. And I'm always on the positive. Because not for nothing, things could be worse. Because he'll be bitching about something. I said, well, you know what? Not for nothing. We could be living under a bridge, eating out of a garbage can. At least you got a bed to sleep in and food in your belly. And that's good enough. Not all of us were born to be millionaires. And those of us that are, God bless you, enjoy. And I've always said that I don't want to be, a millionaire and, you know, just have more money than I just need enough, just enough. I'm not greedy. I'll share just enough to live comfortably. Actually, my husband and I were just talking about that because he said somebody, I guess one winner won the $1 billion lotto, whatever the hell that was going on there. And so he's already went out and bought like 2 multi-million-dollar homes and vehicles. And see, that's the downfall. You don't need, you're one person. What do you need a 5-bedroom mansion for? And then they don't think into the future. It costs money to maintain properties like that and taxes every year. Just buy a regular house, guy. I mean, get yourself a new vehicle because you've never had one. I don't grudge anybody, that not to have the things that they dreamed for, but think about it before you do it because those people usually are broke within a year or two. So a great perspective, Laura. Yeah. There's always, and everybody does it. Sorry, tickle, guys. We all do it. We all have our pity parties. Oh, why me? Why this? Why that? But not for nothing. If you actually think about it, we're all very lucky. We get to wake up in the morning. So it's the first thing I say. I open my eyes. I thank God for letting me have another day, and you just deal with the rest of it as it comes. Sage, I did good. I stopped smoking. My beloved weed. I stopped Smoking after diagnosis yet. It was hard at first. I'm cranky now, but it's working. A week off tomorrow. Oh, good for you. Good for you. It's hard. It's hard to quit certain things. And I mean, the thing is that if the marijuana or whatever you want to call it helps you with certain ailments, then yeah, like Leanne says, try the gummies or the oils, or there's always different. Don't do the vapes. The vapes are worse than cigarettes. I need to stop smoking cigarettes. It's just a nasty habit. But that's my stress reliever. I've just got to find another way to relieve stress. I guess what would be the next set? Sex. Look out, honey. No, I'm kidding. Run. So, I got to find another way to get rid of the stress. I thought I'd try out Sensible for a change. Yeah, and then there's other products that help. With the death lettuce, yeah, or the devil's lettuce. Oh, okay, because I've had people say that to me too, because of the pain and stuff that I deal with every day. Uh, to try the gummies and stuff. So I don't know. We'll have to see, I guess. Uh, Positive Power Puffs incoming. Yeah, and I know it's hard. A lot of people can't think on the positive. Sex is a great stress reliever. Yeah, it is, but unfortunately, when some people get older, they just don't want nothing to do with it. And then they got others, it increases. so, so what side of the fence are you on? You got to find another way to relieve that stress. Hello, Mark. Good morning. Mark's got a show coming up in a couple hours, right, sir? I got to catch it this time. I missed the last one. But thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Mark, another one full of energy. God bless you. God bless you. When I have really good days, and that's my problem, I take full advantage of it, and I am just out there doing my thing, and then I pay for it later. And I know I'm going to pay for it, but I don't care. D&M, definitely a lover. All right. There's a question for you, Alicio. We always hear, is it myth or is it truth that Italians are the best lovers? There's a question for you. Going through menopause has me dry as the Sahara. Oh my God. You hear the wind. Whoosh. Yeah, I know what side you're on, Steph. I'm on that side too. Mine has increased. But I've gotten older. My poor husband runs the other way. Yeah, it's 6 around 1 for you. That's what I thought. Yep. I'm gonna make sure I pay attention. I enjoy your adventures, Mark. But I had somebody ask me that a long time ago. Because a friend of mine was Italian. Uh, and so this was when we lived in Missouri. And we're all sitting around the kitchen table. And she come out and she asked me, she says, "Is it true, Laura?" And I'm like, "What? That Italians are great lovers?" I go, "I don't know." What are you asking me for? I'm not Italian. So there's a question for you, Alicio. Is it myth or truth? Let's see, Laura. The depression after flu or pneumonia is something I hadn't figured on. I'm getting better. there too. But boy, that killer can all. Yeah, yeah, it is. It's rough, but you got to find something that's gonna help you bring back the funny. I always make it a point, or I try to always make it a point, and all of the stuff that I look at throughout the day. It could be, and it's a lot of stuff that I go through. Videos, scary stuff, sad stuff, and it really does drain that positive energy out of the body. And I always try to make it a point, usually it's before I go to bed, to watch something funny. Something that's going to get me laughing to the point where I'm going to pee myself. And it just gets rid of all of that. So try that, Sky, make it a point to watch something funny. I force water into the desert. It's just like sand. Not much better. Oh God, that's funny. Uh, just get them tumbleweeds rolling by. I've got you, Mad Lot. You're my booster shots. Yeah, see, you've got to just find something that's going to bring you a little joy at the end of your day. Don't end your day on just something that sucks the life out of you. And everything around this world that we have to deal with pretty much sucks the life out of us. Well, we know Italians are over dramatic with their food. This is going to get me grounded. That's right. It's a sin. Do not break the spaghetti. That's a no-no. And I don't know if he's still in here listening or he's just sitting back laughing. I still make my videos. I just look really, really old. That's all happening to a Sky. The camera is not our friend. Unless you put on 200 pounds of makeup but it's all sneaking up on us. I don't think he's still here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's lurking or what. He could be multitasking. Food is their love. It's their expression of love. That's it's if you've ever been to an Italian's home, the first thing, come on, mangia, they want you to eat, and you got it. And if you say no, it hurts their feelings. You've got it. Whether you're full and going to explode, you've still got to sit down and have something to eat. That's how they show their love, through the food. They add the love to the food. You got the Italian grandma, in the basement, in the kitchen down there cooking, sending it upstairs for everybody. I watch actually a YouTube channel, Nonna Pia. She is such a sweetheart, and I love watching her. And her grandson films all of the videos, and because for years I tried to figure out what the hell steak pizzaiola was. I'm thinking, what is that? And she did a segment on where she made a steak pizzaiola. I said, okay, now I know what it is. Because I'm thinking, okay, pizzaiola. Well, I don't know. I'm thinking steak pizza. What is this stuff? And they always mentioned it, and Everybody Loves Raymond. The mother was going to make steak pizzaiola, and I'm thinking, what is that? And I finally found out. I make a mess slurping up spaghetti if I don't break it. You gotta roll it up. Roll it up on your fork. See, I turn off TV and I put on music instead. I go outside and I act like my own nurse about meals, etc. I don't do normal things. I don't feel normal. What is normal, Sky? Oh, somebody's popping in. Are you awake?
No. I'm not normal and I'm not awake. How about I mean, I hear that you're talking, but are you really awake?
No, no, I'm still in a coma.
Yeah, me too.
I was up late, later than I wanted to be. I love steak pizzaiola. It's so good. I'll have to try it. I've never tried it, but now I know what it is. So, how was Bill this morning besides still being in zombie mode?
Um, no better or worse than usual. It's probably like you.
Ah, you don't have like guitar arm or anything because you stressed it out?
No, actually, I've been doing really good with that. The first couple days that I picked the guitar back up, um, my forearms hurt really, really bad. Like I was
Right?
doing like I was lifting like doing forearm curls, like weight wise, but like they got like really numb and started to lock up. But no, actually, I'm pretty limber.
Good. Oh, Bill's limber.
Yeah, and my calluses are like back on my fingertips and stuff. So like my index finger hurts. Like my index finger is sore, but yeah, I was surprised that like my fingertips don't hurt, especially on a 7 string. Like the B string is like almost is like playing a bass high string, so it's like really thick.
Right?
So no, my fingers are doing pretty good too.
Oh,
So
good, good.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't, when you were talking about maybe I should buy one and start again. That's the problem. I don't think my fingers could take it.
Well, and I don't know. Do you have nails too?
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't. You'd have to cut your nails.
So, well, they're not that long,
Well, it doesn't matter. You
but
still have to do that.
yeah,
Like
cut
not
them.
that long. They can't be long at all.
Right. Not a big deal. Nails or not nails, I really don't care. But
Oh, that's well. Then
yeah, no, it's
that's
not
a
a
good
big
start.
deal to me. It's just basically for scratching.
Well, my daughters when they said they wanted to play guitar, I said, "Well, first thing you have to do is take your cut your nails." And they looked at me and they were like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, you can't have nails like that."
What gets in the way?
And they were
Oh,
like,
unless you're Dolly Parton.
"Well, yeah, she's an amazing guitar player."
Yes, she is. Oh, and she
And
uses the nails to play.
well, on her right hand, but on her picking
So,
hand, but
yeah.
not on her left hand. So, yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, that's right. You use a spoon to roll the pasta onto your fork. Just dig in. Nobody's watching. Slurp away. So yeah, poor everybody's in coma this morning.
Yeah, and I actually went to bed around like 1.
I was up late. I was up late. See, I have to jump off, ladies and gents. Got to get ready for game day. Great show as usual, Laura. Take care. Oh, take care, DM. Thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate it greatly. Game day, yeah. Enjoy, enjoy. Oh, see, yeah, Alicio's working and lurking at the same time. So he's not going to answer that question about if Italians are better lovers than the rest of us. I just thought that was funny as hell when I was asked that question. I'm like, well, I don't know. I never dated an Italian. I couldn't tell you. And of course, you don't do those naughty things until after you're married. So my mom always said, if it isn't messy, it ain't good. Yeah, there you go. Well, we used to have spaghetti fights, food fights. My husband and I did that one time when my son was really little. It was funny as hell because the look on his face was like, what's going on here? My parents are throwing spaghetti at me. It was so fun. I mean, the mess afterwards was horrible, but we had a good time.
Okay, I must have missed something in between. I was on my phone listening and then grabbing my coffee and heading downstairs. I must have. What did I miss here?
Well, we were talking about Italians and how it's a sin to break spaghetti.
Oh yeah, yeah. You don't.
You know,
Oh,
that's
I've heard that argument. Yeah, you don't snap spaghetti in half. Yeah,
oh no, no, no.
no.
That's a cardinal sin. But and then we're talking about how they She's saying she had to break it up to eat it. He says, I heard my name. He's back in. Okay. Excuse me. That's the question, Alicio, that we put out there. Are Italians better lovers than everyone else?
um,
Excuse me.
that's that's the question of the day.
Yeah, because somebody I had a girl actually ask me that
No,
question, and I'm like, I don't know. I've never dated an Italian, so I can't answer that question.
I think you would have. Nah, I would say no.
I've always heard that they're very passionate lovers.
I think if you love the person you're with, you would be passionate.
You should be.
Yeah, because I'm passionate about when it comes to that thing.
Well, a little inside scoop about Mr. Bill.
Well, if you think about it, if you're passionate about, your spouse, and when it comes to that time, you're
Right?
passionate about that moment. So,
It should be, but it's not always that way.
uh, you know, for
Not
me,
everybody, I don't think everybody knows. I don't think they put it together. You know what I
well,
mean?
you have those times where you're just like, well, I am tired, but uh, so
There he goes. Well, I've never received complaints, but it depends. We like to court ladies, that's for sure. See, that's what I like too. Somebody that's, gonna, you know, yeah, court you, be romantic. My husband's not, he used to be romantic in the beginning, but he probably figures, well, I've already got her. Why bother? You know what I mean?
mhm.
It's Italian. Good Italians will say nothing. Cree for us. I'm not a good Italian.
Hi Sky, how you doing?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you got a little bit of romance going on. You speak a little Italian. The girl turns to Jello, and the rest is history. Oh, welcome, Steve. How are you?
Hi
You're the
Steve.
first time here. Thanks for joining us.
Whatever happened to Ken?
I know he pops in every now and then. I don't know.
Yeah, he was cool. I liked him.
I'm sure he'll come back.
Yeah, hopefully.
Actually, where was the last time I saw him? I don't remember. It was somebody's live. He was in there, and he said hello, but it didn't stay very long.
Have a good day, Susan.
Oh no, you can't leave. Jeez. Let the house fall apart. Let everybody do their own thing. Have a good day, Susan. I'll talk to you later.
I just have to decide what I'm gonna do today. I got off yesterday, doing my thing, and I was like, maybe I should start editing. And I'm like, what? It's so well. Actually, it wasn't really late. I got off early because I wanted to let everyone go early,
Right.
and I was like, well, maybe I'll just start getting a leg up on the editing for the new video. And I was like, nah, I don't feel like it. So maybe I'll start that today
Get
after I take
something
a nap.
accomplished. Yeah, no, yeah, get off of your show. And then Cree and I got on the phone and we were like two high school girls. We were on for hours.
Oh, you and Krieg talked on the phone?
Yep, yakking away. So
Like, was it like through Messenger, or an actual, like, you dialed the
no,
phone
no,
number,
through Messenger, yeah.
like voice phone?
Well, yeah, we didn't turn the video on, but
Really? That's cool.
yeah, she's like, "Oh, do you mind if I oh, go ahead, call. It's easier than typing."
Oh, you know what? I think I saw that message to you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So
Cool.
yeah, right after the show, yeah, we got on and yacked for a few hours, and I felt bad because I
Friendly.
had to let her go. I said, because I got to get up in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, most Italians are mama's boy. Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there is.
No,
Usually
because
because
if
they choose
mama
their
likes
mothers
you,
over.
then you're in.
Usually because they choose their mothers over their spouse.
Well, I
They
would,
can't cut the coattails.
that depends.
No, it doesn't. They do. They choose their, and they usually it's usually a problem in the marriage.
I don't
Don't
know.
slam the desk. I heard that.
It was in my cup, man. It's heavy. Don't argue with me. No. How dare you? Sit. You're out of here.
Uh, so you know what? Well, speaking of cups, I know that this is a segue. Are you using your paranormal raw side paranormal cup?
When I get my hands on it, yeah, my husband confiscates it on me.
Oh, because he likes it.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm going to segue now. So the company that you use, you're happy with it.
Yes. I did originally start with one different company. The cup was, and I got a cup and a shirt from them.
Yeah, I remember that.
And the cup was very lightweight and small.
Gotcha. It was
And
inferior.
the shirt was okay. But the thing was great. I mean, the shipping was fine and all of that, but the product I wasn't happy with.
Okay.
So then I switched to the fourth wall, and much better.
Okay.
A much heavier, well-made coffee cups. The shirts I love. Good. Well-made, not thin and flimsy.
Right.
And I'm very happy with them. And also the pricing was better.
And that's what I wanted to ask you. How does that work? So do they just keep like what's their percentage that they keep?
I don't remember right offhand.
Okay. Yeah, and if
Where the other place where if I sold something to somebody, I would only get like $1 something.
oh,
Yeah. So, and this one is a lot better.
this
A
one's
lot better.
$1.25 I get to keep. No.
So yeah, no, it's more than that, but it's well, I only made one sale so far. Woohoo!
Well, yeah.
It counts.
Yeah.
And I was so excited about that, but it was fantastic. Um, you're just it's much better. The fourth wall and the shipping, it was perfect. I got it within a few days, and I just really am much happier with them. And which I'm glad because I was worried about if people get stuff and they go, oh, this is cheap crap, and I just paid $30 or whatever.
Right.
Where this one, no, good grade quality stuff. The shipping is awesome, and so if anybody buys anything, I think you're going to be really happy with it.
Okay, yeah, and it makes sense because that other company, people could leave feedback on that, right? And go, this is crap, and don't
Yes,
buy
yeah,
from paranormal. Yeah. All right.
yeah.
I also was thinking like I don't know how other people do it, but like um what if like you branched out on your own and had stuff made and well, you need money to make money, that's the thing. I was going to say. Like say you had like 30 hats made and then like you had like did like a bulk order like say I don't like say you could afford not you, I'm just saying you in general.
Right.
Say a person made like 100 hats and like you had them shipped to yourself and then you could do something like that. I was thinking like in the future. Could
Yeah, if it's possible. I mean, even if, well, like you said, your daughter and them had a cup made up for you at one time.
yeah.
You can, if you have the stuff to do that at home, do it.
Yeah, they had it done on Amazon. They had T-shirts made for me.
Right.
I'm
Because
like,
here, my son's girlfriend does have a machine where I could print out my own T-shirts. All I got to do is have the decals made up.
right.
And those are like $2 or whatever, depending on the design.
Gotcha.
But then here you are now. You've got to buy T-shirts. You've got to process all of it. Then you've got to package it and ship it out.
Yeah, well,
So
I was kind of just thinking like if you what's the one company like Vistaprint and like having them on hand, even though you'd have like you'd have you know obviously you'd have these in stock.
right.
You'd be sitting on them and then have your own merch store actually at your own home, I guess. But I don't know if that. I
Some
guess
people
the way,
do that. They do that.
yeah, I guess if you have money, you could do that.
But then you become overwhelmed because I've heard that also from people who put out their own merch. through their own house, and they're like, oh God, all I'm doing is processing the orders. And then, I got to get to the post office. They keep telling people, don't worry, it's on its way. So
Right.
going through this company or these companies, whichever you pick, it saves you all of that.
Yeah.
So, okay, yeah, they keep a little bit more, but you got to remember they're coming up with the product, they're processing the product, and they're shipping it out.
Yeah, it's like one more thing I would need to do. Gosh, could you
So
imagine?
it's still dipping into whatever profit you would make if you did it at home.
Right.
So, I mean, someday, luckily, we'll get to the point like, the bigger channels where people buying stuff all the time. Then that makes it well worth it in the end.
Yep.
But now, even just like I said, no matter what I make, as far as memberships and all of that, it all goes right back in to the channel, because I still have debt that I incurred to make the show better, so I still got all that to pay off.
Yeah, Haunted Truth. I was thinking that too.
Yeah, I ended up getting 100 patches and not sold them all, and now sitting on them. It's better to have it made to purchase. Yeah. So this way, yeah, there's no waste. See, I went through that when I was doing jewelry. I had a large inventory. All this stuff was made up. I still got stock in the shop. And I'm thinking, what am I going to do with this stuff? So, Bill's girls might end up with some more jewelry.
I know you ended up giving us a lot of them.
Oh, I've got totes of it. I'm thinking, okay, what am I going to do with this stuff?
Haunted Truth, man. You may as well just, put one of those in an envelope and send them to like your favorite peeps. Like,
Right.
they
Yeah,
can
use
like,
them for advertising.
yeah. I'd totally put one of those patches on like a trucker hat and wear it in my videos. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, it is neat. And they're really nice ones too, aren't they, Mark? I believe they're embroidered and all that. So it's
Yeah, that'd be cool, man. I'd love, I'm over here trying to get a free patch.
well, not just that. I'd like to get that stuff too, because, or even if I get T-shirts from somebody, I'd like to frame them up and hang them in the studio.
Yeah, but he's all the way in like,
So it's
Mark, it cost what? $10. 10 pounds, I mean. 10 pounds to ship.
this to ship a $2 patch. No,
Actually,
I'm kidding.
ship 2, and me and Laura will figure out how to get each other to ship it to me, and I'll ship the other one to Laura.
He's gonna keep them both. He's lying.
No, ship it. I know. Ship a bunch to me, and then we'll distribute them to a bunch of people here in the U.S. for you.
There you go. That's a plan. He goes, yeah, they're custom embroidered. Yeah, so they're nice ones.
Yeah.
And see, that's what it is. It's the last time I sent stuff to the UK, one person got it without a problem. The other person didn't get it, and then it got held up in customs. And then they wanted her to pay almost $200 in custom fees. I'm thinking, are you kidding me? It's not even worth $10.
Yeah. Was that Claire?
I forgot who it was.
I think it was. Wasn't it Claire from PNC?
Oh, no, it wasn't her.
Okay.
It was someone else. And I'm like, and she won it. It was a prize.
Oh yeah. Okay, gotcha.
And I told her, I said, you know what you tell them to do? You tell them to shove it up their ass.
Yeah. So they probably.
And then a month
threw it in the
later, I
ocean.
got it back in the mail. They sent it back to me.
Oh.
And I felt bad because it was a prize. And she was supposed to get it. And she didn't.
How stupid. So
And
they sent it.
it was her and Wayne. They both, she got the prize. He ordered stuff. He got his stuff without a problem. And I said, well, maybe because it's the region you guys are in. I don't know how it works in the UK as far as, mail and stuff goes. And he says, well, no, it shouldn't. And I says, well, I'll be damned. I don't know why they held hers up and then wanted her to pay $200.
It's redonkulous.
So I'm always afraid now, since that, to send anything out to the UK on my own. So like through the merch shop, if somebody orders something, it directly goes right to them through the shop. So I don't have to worry about that. And I know they'll get it.
Word up. Oh, I just put eye drops in my eyes.
I should
Again.
do that too.
I had to do that last night on my live.
Let's see. One of my USA followers wanted to gift a hoodie, and it would cost them far too much to get it to me. Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I
So
was blown away because it cost me normally because I've sent stuff to the UK. It was years ago, and it was only a few bucks. When I sent that stuff out, it was over $20 for each package, and normally it's only like $5 to send stuff. So I was like, "Oh my god, the prices have gone up so much."
Haunted Truth, there's this singer, her name is Alice Strange. She's like this sort of steampunk motif. She's really, really talented, this singer. And she just does like really odd sort of steampunk metal, sort of weird. I'm like a really big fan of hers. She's just like sort of, I don't know, like a solo project artist. But anyway, I came across her on YouTube, and um, she put out a vinyl album, and I wanted to order it, and I contacted her, said she would autograph it for me and stuff. So it's a limited run of 100 pressings. So the album is $30 or 30 pounds, or what, it was
Right.
$30 US anyway. And but with shipping and everything, it was going to be like $80. And I'm like,
Ay, ay, ay.
yeah. And I was like, oh, I can't really do that. So I ended up not like getting back to her, and I felt really bad because I can't do that. Like, it- I mean, I would love to, because it has incredible artwork that she does and everything like that, and she would autograph it for me. She's I don't want to say she's a nobody, but I think she has potential to be somebody someday.
Right.
Probably won't be, but it's not the point. I'm just a fan of her. And
Right.
but I ended up not getting it, and I would just love to have the vinyl album of hers. And but I ended up not doing it because the shipping was going to be so much. I figured it wouldn't be, because it's just a
I
flat.
don't understand. I don't understand it. I mean, it should be one cost. It's all going on something and somewhere. Why it's more for other places than others? It's
Yeah.
just beyond me. Yeah, Purple says that if it made it to the UK, Royal Mail is useless. I guess our custom is rubbish too. Yeah, they held it up, and then a month later, I got it back in the mail. I was just heartbroken for her because it's a gift. It was a gift. She shouldn't have had to pay anything.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's why I told her. I said, "Tell them to stick it right in their wazoo." No way, it's not worth it. Oh, hi, Mark. Good morning. It's you feel bad, and then I think, well, maybe if I send it to Wayne, and then Wayne can mail it to her.
Yeah.
And I was trying to figure out ways around it. And she goes, "Oh, don't worry about it." And like I said, that is what I did the Christmas show thing, and I was selling the jewelry on the live, and she won the gift, and it was like, ugh. And poor girl couldn't even get it. Lousy necklace and a pair of earrings.
Hmm.
Damn customs. You have to basically use tracker and sign as well as to be sure that the cost even more. Yeah. And that is what my post office told me. Once it hits a certain spot, they can't track it anymore on our end. So I'm thinking, great. So if it gets lost somewhere, forget it.
Yeah.
She says, I shouldn't distract him, but remember Crow's video on Ghost Adventures? Oh, Billy could apply to your now too when he makes a good point. Laura should say, oh, Billy. You got me confused. Scott, you got me confused. Am I reading this correctly? I shouldn't distract him, but remember Crow's video on Ghost Adventures. No, I don't remember it. My long term memory is blah blah. Oh, Billy could apply to our Billy now. Okay, when he makes a good point. Laura should say, "Oh, Billy." Oh, okay, I get it now. I get it now. Do you get it, Bill?
No, I'm sorry.
She said apparently there was a video that Crow did on Ghost Adventures, and in there they would say, "Oh, Billy," and she says, "Now that we have you, when you make a good point, I should automatically say right after, 'Oh, Billy.'"
Uh,
Oh, Billy.
no, that reminds me too much of my mother.
Let's see. I don't want to get carried away. I'll get slapped by his wife.
Oh yeah.
I'll get Michelle slapped. Jeez. At least you know if it's FedEx that even if it ends up on an island, that Tom Hanks will get it. Yeah, he'll get it to us.
That's right.
There you go.
Like
He'll hold
5
on
years
to it.
later, he'll get it to the girl.
Wilson.
Wilson.
I love that movie.
That's a great movie.
We had a Wilson here, and my husband got rid of it.
What do you mean?
What it was my husband used to collect the NASCAR, um, the diecast cars.
Yeah, but
You know
what do you mean?
the big ones. Well, he
Right,
got a hauler that came with a Wilson,
right.
a little mini Wilson with the handprint and everything,
Yeah, but why did he get where'd it go?
because he sold all of the stuff.
Oh
To
my
get,
god.
he stopped collecting and he sold it all. I'm like, oh God, we needed to keep Wilson. He
I
wouldn't keep
know. I would
it.
have kept the Wilson.
No, he sold it to some
My
guy in Texas.
my brother had a Wilson.
I'm like, oh my God, you got to keep the Wilson. No, I want to get rid of all this crap. Sorry, Laura. Crow would play the clip of Jim Carrey saying, "Oh, Billy," every time Zach spoke uh, to castrate Billy. You had to be there. It's stuck in my head forever. Okay. No, but I understand what you're saying. So every time Bill makes a good point, I need to say, oh, Billy. But he doesn't like that, so we'll say, "Oh, Bill." Oh, Bill. Shame on you, Bill.
I'm trying to think of what movie Jim Carrey said, "Oh Billy,"
I don't know.
because I like know like pretty much all Jim Carrey's movies. Like what clip that would be?
He purple says slapped by his wife. Yeah, I don't want to get on Michelle's bad side. So
She doesn't.
we have to be careful how fresh we can get with Bill.
She doesn't have a bad side. I try to get her
I
to.
haven't seen it yet.
I try to get her to have a bad side, but she's like, I'm not like. She only has a bad side with me.
That's because you tick her off, man.
Yeah.
You play on her last nerve and she lets you have it.
She only plays devil's advocate with me. She'll stick up for everybody else but me.
Oh, well, hey, that's the way it goes.
Are you sure? I mean, you sure they meant it that way? Okay, yes! They said they hate me to my face. Are you sure they meant it like
Well,
that?
Bill, maybe they didn't mean it that way.
Yeah, maybe they didn't mean it that way.
I think you're exaggerating.
I think they punched me in my face. Well, are you sure? Are you? I'm
My
laying in a
God.
hospital bed right now. Can you come get me? Are you?
My jaw's wired.
Yeah, are you sure?
It's funny because I get to picture her saying that.
Maybe they didn't mean it that way.
Oh, come on, Bill. Really, calm down.
Just lay in the. I'll be there soon. Just maybe
Right.
need a little time to think.
Right, calm down. Think about it. And you're bitching through, wired jaw, gritted teeth.
Yeah.
And why don't you stick up for me? Well, I am, but just,
I just, I try to find the best in everyone. Yeah, I know it's annoying.
it's annoying.
Yeah. I
Oh,
know.
Bill.
Oh, it was in Cable Guy.
Oh, that's the
Hello,
one where
Clarice.
he's the one that played the freaky cable dude.
Yeah, that's you know what? It's funny that it was in Cable Guy because that's my least favorite movie of his.
I
too.
haven't seen it. Yeah, Purple Roni says, yeah, it's from Cable Guy.
Matthew
You,
Broderick must have been Billy.
oh, okay. I didn't know he was in it either. I've never seen it.
It's not great. Oh, and Jack Black was in it. That was his first feature film.
Ah,
Excuse me.
yes, the one. It's actually, I think, the only one I haven't seen. I've seen the others. I'm making a quick dash to the kitchen. I can still hear. Okay, quick, everybody, now start talking about her. She's in the kitchen. Purple says when he goes to the jail.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think they do have that in a clip when they show the movie, that part when he goes to the jail.
Gosh, I haven't seen that movie. I think when it first came out on like VHS is when I saw that.
Man, you're a dinosaur.
Yeah.
VHS.
Yeah. Well, because it's super old.
Like us, super
That's
old.
yeah. That's the last time I've seen it.
I know we still have all the VHS stuff too. Everybody goes, why do you got all that stuff? I said, because we don't have everything on DVD. So,
Yeah.
and not for nothing, a lot of the, like the Disney stuff is worth money if you have the original VHS tapes.
Yeah, Mark, I know that was improvised, and that's why Matthew Broderick was like trying to like not burst out laughing.
Well, you never know what you're going to get with Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
The guy's a genius.
Yep.
I have loved him since he was on the scene there with In Living Color, and like when he used to do the fireman, the fire marshal.
Bill.
Ah,
You couldn't get away with doing all that. They did so much, like, I guess you would call it racist stuff now in that show.
oh, all
In
of the
Living
shows
Color.
when we were a kid, they couldn't play now.
It's so hilarious. So when Tommy Davidson did the Michael Jackson bit where he was doing the one song, "Am I Black or White?" Or it doesn't
Right,
matter if you're black or white.
right.
And at the end, he's supposed to be doing the video like where he was dancing on the car and then hitting it with a baseball bat.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter if you're black or white. And then so at the end, he's supposed to be Michael Jackson, and then the police come and they're like, "Man, why are you hitting this car? You're under arrest." And he's like, "Oh, I guess I really am black."
Oh God.
And you couldn't get away with that stuff now, and
No,
it's
no.
like hilarious.
It's because everybody takes everything too seriously.
Yeah, Purple Ronnie. I'm like a huge Jim Carrey fan. I love him.
Yeah, I think he's funny.
My dad the other day goes, I stumbled upon that Jim Carrey movie. My dad's 81. I didn't think it was funny at all. I go, well, which one, Dad? It was yeah, Ace Ventura. It was the second one. I go, oh yeah, when nature calls, that's hilarious. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I didn't laugh once. I didn't laugh once. I was like thinking, yeah, that movie's hilarious, especially when when he was singing "Chitty Chitty Bang Bang."
Yeah, he parks the Jeep.
Yeah.
Like a glove. That's how Mike Pritchard drives.
Yeah.
Oh my God. There you go. Perfect example how our old boss used to drive. That's
Yeah.
exactly it. You just, had to hold on and pray that you made it to the end.
I love when he's on like the pyramid steps with the slinky,
Oh yeah.
and he's like, "It's gonna be some kind of a record." And then the guy's like, "Sir, we really must get moving along." He's like, "Sure, let's do all the things you want to do."
Yep. And then he wanted to do it again.
Yeah, yeah. And you must be the Monopoly man.
Yeah. Yes. Freaking funny.
Do I have something in my teeth?
Jesus. This was I don't know how these people could do these kind of movies or shows and not just die laughing.
I would be able to do it, man. I
That's
would
why
be
I love watching the bloopers.
I'd be doing something just as stupid as Jim Carrey. I'd be trying to like get him to laugh. Like,
Yeah. See, that would be the beauty of it, getting him to laugh.
yeah,
That's the best part. Kind of like say like working with Robin Williams.
yeah, that'd be tough
To be
too.
getting him to laugh.
I wouldn't be able to get over on him. Like
Yeah, he was brilliant.
his his quirkiness.
That man was so talented.
Yep.
Just heartbreaking that he's gone. But yeah, just
Ugh,
some
man.
of the stuff you got to just hold on to, the classic stuff. And all the stuff that we grew up watching, there's no way they could play any of those shows. Sanford and Son, All in the Family.
Oh, Sanford and
Holy
Son.
crap, would that be bad?
Aunt Edna. Yeah, was it Aunt Edna? I think it was. And she'd come over, Fred, and he said to her,
Oh,
he goes,
Esther,
Es-
Aunt Esther.
Aunt Esther,
Yeah,
yeah. And he goes, uh, I'm gonna push your face into cookie dough into dough and make gorilla cookies.
yeah.
So funny, man.
Oh, them two went at it. But see, that's when it was funny. And nobody took anything to heart. They could take a joke back then.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, look at like when they do the old Dean Martin roasts. Those were funny.
Yep. Great.
Because you get what your point across, but it wasn't right out there. Like nowadays, the roasts are just plain filth. It's just, it's not funny to me. But in the old ones, they could get the same point across, but without using all the filthy language.
Do
And
they
all
even
of
have those roasts anymore?
Yeah, they do them every now and then, and they suck.
Yeah. Oh.
When they come right out and they call, like say they have Pamela Anderson on, and they come right out and call her, a slut or whatever else. Or in the old days, they could still say they get their point across, but they don't use
Workaround,
that
yeah.
word.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden it pops in your head. They go, "Oh God!" You know what they're implying, and you die laughing. There was no political correctness issue. People knew a joke when they heard it. Exactly.
Sky. Jackie Gleason was my favorite.
Yeah.
I have the Honeymooners on DVD.
I used to stay up every night just to watch them.
Me too. 11:30.
And then it was time for bed.
Yeah.
Once the honeymooners were over.
Yep.
But
I know
yeah, that was classic Jackie Gleason.
I love Honeymooners. I love Jackie Gleason. Love all them.
Nowadays, it's just, I don't know. There's just very few of them out there that are actually funny.
Oh my God, Laura, how am I gonna make it till freaking noon with you? I just looked and I'm like, oh yeah, it said something 47. And no, it's 10:47, not 11:47.
You can do it.
You could do it. I don't know, man.
You can do it.
Tim Conway, yeah, he was one of my favorites too. Did you guys ever see that spy movie with Don Knotts and Tim Conway?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the movie.
I have
though.
it
I
on
don't remember.
DVD. I'm looking at my DVD collection over here. It's Private Eyes. The Private Eyes
Okay.
called. I love that movie. It's so funny.
Yeah, Tim Conway was classic. But that's when they were funny.
Yeah.
The guy there, oh God, I can't remember his name. The one who used to play a drunk on the roast, but the guy never drank in his life.
Right. I know what you're talking about. My wife said, "What are you doing?" I'm just how do you say? Just like laying around or something.
Yeah, he was great. And yeah, then when I found out the guy never touched booze ever,
Yeah.
but he had the drunk down perfect.
Yep.
Oh God, it's right at the front of my head, his name, and it's not coming out. Foster Brooks.
Yes, Foster Brooks. Yep.
Yeah.
He was amazing. You know,
The part where he goes into the bar and he meets up with Dean Martin, and he's dressed in a a flight suit for because he's a pilot for a commercial airline.
Yeah, it's great.
I just stopped in there. Gotta go to work now.
Uh,
Jesus. Yeah, Don Rickles. Don, yeah, and there you go. Insult King, Don Rickles.
yeah, he was good.
You can't get away with that stuff now. And he picked on everybody equally.
Another guy that I was sad that passed away, and he was young too, was Dudley Moore.
Oh, yeah.
The Arthur
Well,
movies.
yeah.
He was hilarious when he pretended he was drunk.
Actually, he did have a drinking problem. I think that was part of the reason why he passed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think he
Well,
actually
I
did
mean,
have an issue with alcohol.
but yeah, Dudley Moore was so funny, man. I used to love the Arthur movies.
Yeah, very good. D. Martin and Jerry Lewis movies were so good. Abbott and Costello. Yeah.
Yeah,
I loved all this. I love all that stuff.
me too. I love all the old stuff. Like,
Danny Kaye movies.
yeah,
I'm a sucker for a Danny Kaye movie. He was like the original like Robin Williams, Danny Kaye. Because no matter what they threw at him, he could do it. You know, like the accents and all of that stuff, and he was like what they would call a triple threat. He was very talented.
Look at you with the big words.
What?
Triple threat.
Well, that's what they call the people like that, a triple threat.
Yeah.
Sing, dance, act. There you go, triple threat. And I always enjoyed the Danny Kaye. I also liked Bob Hope. A lot of people didn't like Bob Hope.
Really? I liked Bob Hope.
But I just thought he was funny. Same thing, like Benny Hill. Loved Benny Hill.
Oh, funny.
Dirty old man.
Yeah.
But he was funny. Now, you can't even say now if there's somebody that, oh, well, you need to see him because he's really, really funny. I really can't even bring anybody's name up that would, I would love as much as I did the older people.
Maybe Ricky Gervais.
Yes, I love him because he's so honest.
Yeah, he's hilarious, man.
And then the other one I sent you, the Michael McIntyre.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one I couldn't remember his name the last time, and I sent you. He's funny.
Yeah.
And again, it's everyday life things that are funny. Like when he's got to deal with his kids.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. And that's what I always used to like about Bill Cosby.
Me too, man. Yep.
Yeah, the everyday things in life, and he would just lay it out there, and you thought, well, God, that is funny.
There you go, Cree.
He died on from pneumonia because he had a rare brain disease similar to Parkinson's. Oh, okay. Did you go look that up, Cree? Are you like Bill and you go look it up?
Yeah, you have to, man.
I would have done the same thing. I would have looked it up. But I do remember them saying that he did, have an issue with. Of course, who back then didn't have an issue with drinking? That's all they did back in the day. Let's see, Danny Kaye. I still sing his songs from his movies. Thumbelina, yeah. Ricky Gervais is my favorite. He's hilarious.
Yeah, I said Yeah, I pronounced his last name wrong. Yeah, Ricky Gervais. Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah,
I loved it. Like when what was he? He was hosting the was it the Oscars?
Yeah.
And boy, he was letting them all have it. The audience.
That's what made him awesome, man. I mean,
right? He goes, "Well, I don't care."
Yeah, of course he was creator of The Office, but yeah, dude, that guy is just awesome, man.
Yeah, he don't care.
Yep.
He thought, and actually, he said that in an interview. He goes, "Was the last one I was doing, so I didn't care."
Yep. And I love how he's like, I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah. You can't rile him.
Yep.
He said they even did jokes like that at family funerals, and it's like freaked out the Undertaker because him and his brother do that stuff.
They're like, yeah, like honest about the person or something.
Yeah, well, just I forgot what the joke was. It was something like really obscure, and the Undertaker's like, "What?" Oh, maybe something like maybe burying him standing up, or I don't know, something really wild. And they were just stone faced about it. And the guys, like a deer in the headlights. And they were dying.
Well, you know what's interesting about that is you ever see pictures on the internet of like dudes on motorcycles in funeral homes and stuff. They're propped up on motorcycles and
Oh
crap.
yeah, they do that
And,
stuff.
yeah, and like gangsters like propped standing up like in their like jerseys with gold chains and hats on and stuff. I've seen that too. It's crazy.
Actually, what used to freak me, well, still freaks me out, is if you look at old photographs
Oh yeah, where they
and they posed with the dead person.
yeah, and they look alive. They actually paint on their eyelids, the eyes open.
Some did, some didn't. They were just there, and they said the reason they did that is because people back then didn't have photographs done.
Right.
So that was the way they could document the passing of that family member. And I'm thinking, oh God, could you imagine you're sitting next to like your dead uncle?
Yeah, it's
Smile.
yeah,
It's like,
post-mortem photography.
yeah,
Yep.
real creepy.
But some of them actually they made them look like they were alive
Yes.
so that it looked as if they were still in life.
Yep.
And so they had artists paint their eyes on top of their eyelids as if they were open. So sometimes you couldn't tell. And the person that was alive, they look blurry, and the person that was passed, because you had to stay still for the photo
Right.
for a couple minutes while it was is exposing, and the other person, their facial expression was blurry, and the other person, who was obviously not moving, they were very still, was super perfect for the photograph. And you're like, why is that person blurry but this one's not? Well, that one's not moving at all. So
Right.
yeah, interesting.
Yeah. Really. Well, that's weird. Weird what they used to do.
All right, Mark, take it easy. All right, dude. Hey, so email me at my channel and we'll get those patches out. All right.
Have a great day. Yeah, he's gonna get ready. He's gonna be doing a show too. So looking forward to it soon. But yeah, it's what they used to do back in the day. I mean, I guess that's all they had, but
Yeah, they made
that's why people were traumatized back in those days, especially kids, because they used to make them kiss the dead before, during the funeral, or the wakes and all that. Oh, that just no, no, no.
yeah, that's why they call the Victorian era so dark.
Yeah,
And
they
it
did
and
some
it was
horrible
all,
stuff.
it all gauged around photography, really. That's why it was so dark, because oh, we have this new invention called photography. Let's
Let's use it.
exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, it's actually I seen I think it was a movie about that where this person grew up having issues. I don't know if they had some severe issues, and it all stemmed from after they started going to therapy. They found out it stemmed from when the woman was a child. She was forced to kiss her dead grandmother,
Ooh.
and it screwed her up for her entire life. Now, see here in our family, we have when somebody passes, the kids aren't allowed to go. We don't let them go because we have to explain all of this stuff, and it's scary for them. So when you get the real little kids stay home. You just don't bring them to a funeral.
Yeah, I wasn't made to go, but I also wasn't asked. I also wasn't given an option.
Right.
I uh I think I've given my kids an option. Yeah, I've given them the option, and I don't remember what we've done.
Yeah, I always gave Joseph the option.
Yep,
And
I've given the option.
he's always said no. It's not his thing. Even to this day, like when my uncle just passed away this year, and I said, well, it's up to you. Because people say, well, you need to make your son go. No, my son is 35-year-old man. He'll make his own decision. And if funerals are not his thing, he could still, respect the loss and go to the cemetery or whatever. You don't force people to go to a funeral if they don't want to, if that's not their thing. I'm not big on funerals. I go if I have to because it's family members. If it's not something that I have to do, then I don't go. I usually send a card and stuff like that, giving my condolences, because I think funerals are horrible.
Yeah.
And I come to that conclusion when my uncle passed away years ago, and I sat in back of the funeral home and I'm watching. And of course, you got my aunt and all of the kids are all there, and people come in, everybody's crying, everybody's hysterical. They go by, they calm down. Then the next group comes in and it starts all over again. And it came to the realization, I'm thinking, why do we do this to ourselves? I just don't understand why we put ourselves through this extra trauma. So I'm so glad that my parents have already decided they don't want no funeral. They look at it this way: if you couldn't come to see me when I was alive, don't bother when I die. And I kind of agree with that. I want to be able to sit down and talk with somebody, enjoy their visit, enjoy their company. Not where I'm in a box and you're crying over me, and that everybody's got their own point of views. Some people need it for closure. George is the same way. Doesn't do funerals. So to each his own, I guess, huh? See,
Yeah.
trust me, being forced to go to funerals is traumatizing to a child. Yeah, because they don't understand. I was 14 when my grandmother died, and I wanted to remember her laughing and teasing me and not laying in a box in that ugly blue dress. Yeah, see? That's the last memory you're going to have. And we would actually, and my husband's aunt, same thing. When she was sick, she come out and she told him, "Don't come to my funeral."
Well, as Mike Hadis once said to me, and I thought was hilarious, different things affect different people differently.
Yeah, that's the truth, actually.
So, yeah.
But his aunt said, "I don't want your last memory of me is being in a box." So I get it. You want your last memory to be of them as happiness, laughing, loving, not just cold and in a box. So I do get that. Hi, Chessa, sweetie. How are you? Hey, the wiener's in the house.
Hey, Ghost Sweeter, how are you?
Here, the box stays closed, so
Hey,
you don't even
Cheza.
know who's inside. Might be the wrong person. Yeah, well, I've heard that happening. But no, they have, and most of them are open casket here, unless it's a traumatic incident. Then they'll close it. But I just, yeah, like I said, I don't plan on having a funeral. I don't think anybody likes me that much to show up anyway. So, and I prefer, yeah, everybody remember me laughing and smiling, and
What you writing?
I always take notes. Notes on what's going on. Yeah, yeah. I'm just scratching out some shit. So we don't normally have open coffins in the UK. If you want to say goodbye and see the person, you have to go to the Chapel of Rest. Oh. Well, see, what we do, yeah, it's the wake. The wake is where the coffin is open. Everybody goes by, pays their respects,
Yeah.
signs the book, cries with everybody. Then everybody starts talking about food and where we're going to eat, and
Yeah, then we have a funeral.
And then the church funeral, yeah, it's closed. And then you proceed to the cemetery after that. My grandma had 3 days viewing, another right before her funeral. I was pissed. Dad knew I didn't want to see her, and he lied. Even my mom was pissed at him for doing that to me. Yeah, no, he shouldn't have done that. If you didn't want to go, well, because they think it's disrespectful. I don't see it that way. You know, you respect them, you love them, but to be honest, guys, they're not there anymore.
Yeah.
That's just, you know, their outer shell. They're not there anymore. They're already gone. So you do your own kind of mourning in your own kind of way. I mean, that's a human thing where it's all of the hoopla and all of that crap and
Hoopla! Sorry, that was on SpongeBob.
woo. Yeah, no, I just I don't know. I just don't think it's necessary. Like I said, I'd rather have people, you know, visit me while I'm alive. You know, give me flowers while I love flowers.
I'm not
I'll
coming
take
to see you.
I'll tell you, you better come to see me. No, you like to play with my toys when you come here.
I like your the glove, the mesh glove. The
Made him feel like a superhero when he put that
yeah,
on.
the roast beef glove.
The roast beef glove. It's just so creepy feeling when you put it on.
Yeah,
Cold and you know.
it is odd.
It is a weird feeling.
Imagine if you had a full suit made like that and you were like naked underneath.
Oh, that would just be totally creepy.
Wouldn't it be?
Not to mention if a hair got caught in it.
Oh.
Ow.
Well, I'm hairless. I'm hairless, so you know.
Thanks. Too much information. Come on, man. You're a gorilla. We know it.
Yeah.
But yeah, now that I'm thinking about that, wow, that would be bad. I don't know if you guys seen that when he was here. Well, they call it chainmail, right?
Yeah, that chainmail.
Chainmail glove, like they wear, in the old days before you put your armor on. Yeah, I have a glove like that, and Bill was playing around with it. Hey, you went home with souvenirs.
I did. I still
did you hang them up?
I did not hang it up, but I have this bin with all my knives, and it's in there.
Aha.
Yep. And you know what happened? I put it together wrong. If you have to put it back together the right way.
Oh yeah, it should just snap right end to end.
Right, but like if you flip them over the wrong way, so I did that, and I'm like, I put it together, and I'm like, I forced it, and I'm like, wow, what? So I tried to pull it apart, and I'm like, why won't this? I was like, I remember Laura did it like with no problem.
Great, he broke it.
I didn't break it, and I'm like,
okay, good.
So I had to like pull it apart like with all my might, and I was like, oh, I see. It goes together one way. You
just
can't
one
like
way.
flip it. It's not universal flip thing.
Ah,
So I had to be mindful of that. Yeah. But that thing is wicked. Like it's evil. Like it's sharp.
You'll have to show it on your live just so people could see what you're talking about.
Yeah, but
it is sharp.
I wonder if I'll get in trouble if I show it.
Well, if you don't open it up,
that's true.
They're not going to know what it is.
That's true. You just never know anymore with these lives,
right? I mean, no, if you just show it all together and you could separate the pieces. I mean, everybody knows what it is. They just don't need to see the blade part.
Yeah, we're talking about a kniff, everybody. So, because Jimmy, I guess, got banned for like 3 days for showing a like squirt gun.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, on his live, like
yeah. So as long as you don't open it up, nobody's really gonna know what it is.
Yeah, you just never know. I mean, gosh, I guess you could do a cooking show and like show a butcher knife and not get in trouble. So, but who knows? I just
Yeah, I know it's a bunch of crap.
Yeah, it is a bunch of crap.
Crud. Well, I mean, not for nothing. I mean, you guys see the swords in my background, and they don't say anything about that.
That's true. And I've seen there's like gun shows, like literally guys. There's like a guy and a girl, a husband and wife team, and they do a gun show.
Right.
And I'm like, why? I don't understand that. And Jimmy shows like a squirt gun, and he got like shut down for like 3 days on YouTube.
I don't know.
I don't understand it, Laura. I just don't get it anymore. I don't get it.
Oh, Bill.
I've had enough.
Yeah, there is a lot of gun channels. So I don't get it. I don't get what the rules are, but that, like I said, you don't know what it is unless you opened it all the way up. Then oh, so I mean, if you just uh you showed him as it is in one piece closed up, it is a cool piece.
Is that what it was, Steph? He showed a salt one. I want to get one of those for bugs.
Okay, Roger, you have a great day,
R-
evening, whatever's going on in your neck of the woods.
Roger
Thanks for
that.
hanging out. Yeah, hey, Roger, Roger. Thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Please remember to hit that like button, comment, share, whatever. Let's keep it going. Korea, I never really felt celebrating after a funeral. I guess it's nice though, but it's a sad time. Yeah, it is a sad time. So I mean, a lot of people have, celebration of life gatherings nowadays, which I think is awesome because then now you're thinking of all the wonderful things that person took part in
That's
instead of everybody sitting there blubbering. Oh.
yeah, that's usually what believers have, and that's what we usually have.
So it's believers. Oh, so the rest of us aren't believers
Well,
because we don't carry that title.
okay.
Oh, I'm picking on you.
Yeah, I know, but like if it depends on, usually like a celebration of life is like if they were a born again, they dub it that because I never heard of that before till I was a quote unquote born again Christian.
Right.
I grew up Catholic, and it was always,
Very somber.
yeah, it was very
Yeah.
sad. So then, but like I just went to a celebration of life, and it was very happy.
I do believe that they do that in New Orleans. It's more of a party than like the sad, somber
Yeah, it was
stuff.
celebration. Yeah,
So that's yeah,
so it's
and
pretty
their
cool.
funerals are very, very celebratory. It's they got the music going and everybody's doing their thing. It's still sad, but they're rejoicing in the life of the person. It just makes
Yep.
it better.
They play "Oh When the Saints Come Marching In"
I think
too.
it's great. So
Yeah,
it just makes it better. Even if you're already sad, and least thing I want to do is just spend the whole day blubbering, and so. And I like what the same thing. My mother-in-law, we didn't do a funeral. Some people had an issue with it, and I said, well, for one, she did put money away for a funeral. Two, I can't afford to pay for a funeral. And three, there's only three of us that are alive to go to the funeral. So why spend thousands of dollars for the three of us to stand there and cry?
yeah,
Didn't make any sense. So we had her cremated, and my husband and I took her for her last ride, took her to the cemetery, and then, I said a few words, and my husband stood there, and that was it. So,
yeah. No, nobody else kicked in any money, right?
no,
So then they need to
there
pipe.
was no, there really was nobody else. I mean, George has a few cousins, but
Well, then who's
his
there to
mother
get upset?
outlived everybody.
If, if there was nobody else, then who was there to get upset?
Right. Why? So why go through that expense and that debt?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it was one of her friends. Well, it was a family friend. She's kind of like grew up like a sister to George, and she had a fit. Well, I hope you could live with that decision. Yeah, we can. We got no problem with it,
Well, yeah, and she's not a sister; she's just a friend. So,
unless
um,
you want to cough up the money.
and I was going to say that.
Because she goes, well, what about the money she put away? I go, there was no money. She spent it. George's mother couldn't hold on to $1 to save her soul,
Yeah,
and she did have money put away, and she spent it all. So then when she passed, I'm like, well, George and I had to pay the cemetery guy to dig the hole. We had to pay for the urn. They had to put towards. I mean, thank God the county, flipped the bill for the majority of the the cremation and all of that, but what was left over, we got stuck with,
Yeah.
you know? And then, like I said, why? I mean, it's not cheap. Even if you do cremation and still have a wake and all that, it's like 10 grand. So we discussed it, and it was his decision because it was his mother. And he goes, "There's nobody alive to show up. So why bother?"
Yeah.
I mean, George's sisters are both gone. His father's gone.
Oh
All the
wow.
aunts and uncles and everybody was gone. So who's left? George, me, and my son. So yeah, that's he made the decision. He goes, no, 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 no funeral, no wake.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I thought that was the right thing to do.
Yeah, it's the same thing where I have a friend who's a state trooper, and he would get people that would hit deer on the side of the road,
Right?
and they would come along, and the troopers would come along, and they'd have to like dispatch these deer. They would basically have to like shoot deer
Right.
on the side of the road in um because they're beyond saving. They'd still be alive or something, but they'd be
Yeah, but they're
suffering.
mangled. Yeah.
And these people that don't get it, they don't get it. They would go, "Oh, whoa, wait! What are you doing? Oh, I'm gonna
Put
kill
it
the
out of his
deer.
misery.
I'm gonna, yeah, no. I want you to save it. I want you to like call like every possible thing, helicopters and everything
Yeah,
that
they
you
won't
can,
do that. Yeah, no.
everything that you can do to save this deer." And it was kind of this running gag amongst police, and they would say, "Okay, well, um, how much money are you willing to spend to save this animal's life?" And they'd go, "Oh, I'm not doing it. I'm not paying to do that." That they want someone else to pay for it.
Yep.
It falls on the state, it falls on the cop, it falls on somebody else. And then they're like, "Oh, well, I'm not paying for it." Well, then either you pay for it or I shoot it. And they're like, "Okay, well, I'll just stand back while you go ahead and shoot it then."
Pretty much.
So it's like the same thing. Like everybody wants you to go ahead and do what you need to do to cough up the money. But when you go, "Oh, well, why don't you cough up the money then?" No, then go ahead and just burn her up then.
Yeah, pretty much. Because that's what we said, because she was upset. Well, and I'm like, okay, well, this is what the bill's going to be. How much are you chipping in?
Yeah,
Oh, well, I don't have that kind of money. Well, neither do
exactly.
I.
Yeah, isn't that funny? How dare you? How can you live with yourself? Well, here, can you get some money out for us out of your bank
Right?
account? Oh, no, no, I can't
Yeah.
do it.
Here's the bill. You set it all up.
Yeah,
They back away real fast.
yeah, exactly. Same concept. It's the whole
Yeah.
I hit a deer concept.
Yeah.
You call in the helicopters, call in the National Guard. Well, you got to have to pay for all that. Oh no, go ahead and I'll stand back while
Yeah.
you obliterate the thing with an Uzi.
Right. When you pop a cap in its ass.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the humane. Don't let it sit there and suffer on the side of the road. Do
no,
what you got to do.
yeah,
Nobody likes that part, but you're doing the deer a favor.
yeah. It has to be done, man.
Just like when our pets get sick, you don't want to have to do it, but you know what? You're being selfish because you love them so much. You don't want to let them go,
Mhm.
and that really annoys me. When there's no hope of recovery. It's just going to get worse. Do the right thing.
Yeah,
Just put them down. Let them have peace.
my dad had to do that with his Lhasa Apso, and he was like starting to go like insane, kind of like at first I think he had diabetes. I don't remember how old he was. He was, he was getting old, and my dad sent me a video of him in the backyard, and he went blind, and then he was like doing these figure eights in the backyard, and he he just started acting bizarre and odd, and then he like couldn't get up out of his little bed and everything. So um
He was
it,
suffering.
yeah, it was just sad, and my dad had to make this awful decision, let this poor little guy keep going. It was like he was going insane. it
Wow.
it wasn't so much that it was physical, It was more like a mental thing with this little dog.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very odd. So my dad made this decision. It was like you said, you don't want to have to do that,
No, but
but we know my dad sent the video, and I was like, my dad sent the video to justify it, and I said, Dad, I get it, like I understand. So he was like, I need to do something, and so it was like a couple weeks later.
well, because you feel terrible, you know, don't know what to do.
Yeah, it was almost like he was looking for a qualification, and I understood. I was like, Dad, I get it. This
Right.
has been going downhill, and like you just said, it's only going to get worse. And something was happening. Like it was his mind was going. He can
Right.
walk and everything. Like once he was up, but like something was off. And of course, he was blind. He was blind, and I think like his hearing was starting to go. Like it was just poor little thing was just suffering.
Yeah. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Those are part of the ugly things of being a grown up.
Yeah, and a pet owner,
Yeah.
it's like they give you so much joy. And whenever you're like with them and you're holding them and you're having those great times, and they're like my little dog, like whenever he's like laying with me, I always look down at him and I think about that time that will come. You ever
Yep.
do that?
Yeah.
Yep. And it's
Yeah.
like I get so sad.
Yes.
Ugh. Anyway.
Well, I know after the these two that I have, this is it. I'm all done. Of course, I said that the last time, and look, I have a dog, so
Well, the last time when was it? Not the last the winter before when he got sick, and I was like really worried that we might have to do something about it. Like not have him with us anymore. I told my wife, I said, I almost wish that we didn't have him. I said, I almost wish that we never had him because,
right. So you don't have to face that decision.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep. And I know,
Well,
like,
right now my son's girlfriend's going through that with her cat, the one I just was talking about earlier, Torpedo. There, his
oh,
real name is Blitzen. Uh, the poor thing's having some issues and some serious ones. And I mean, it's already cost her hundreds of dollars, and now they got to do blood work because they don't know what's going on. He can't go potty. He hasn't gone potty in like 3, 4 days.
um,
And I told her, I said, I'm gonna tell you, you better get yourself ready. And I'm not saying this because I don't have feelings for him or for you, but
no,
you need to prepare yourself. He's an older cat, and cats, they only have so much time, just like any other pet. Be prepared that it for the bad news.
right,
So I guess yeah, she's got to go tomorrow.
yeah.
Because and what she was describing, I'm thinking is maybe cancerous tumor, and because that's usually what does them in.
How old is the cat?
I believe he is 9, 10,
Oh,
something like that. And of course, he's her last pet from her childhood.
mm,
So, she's having a real hard time. And she goes, no, no, you're right. I understand. I go, and I don't say to be mean. I'm just saying you need to just get yourself prepared for bad news.
yeah, but usually sometimes cats could be like 16 years old though.
Yeah, depending on the cat.
Yeah.
Um, and she takes really good care of her pets.
So
You
maybe
can't.
did she take it to the vet?
Yeah, and well, they did a physical exam on him, and they really didn't come up with anything. So they want to do blood work
Oh, okay.
to see, rule out like stones or something like that. But I said it could be, you never know. It could be tumors
It's not a tumor.
in his back end, and he just can't go potty. So they got him on a soft diet and all that, just trying to help him out.
Okay, yeah.
I told her, I said, go get some kitty a laxative, and
Oh, well, I was thinking that. I was thinking, is there?
well,
Yeah,
they have them on antibiotics too, so I don't know. I'm surprised they uh
I was thinking that too.
didn't
That's
recommend. I'm guessing he could be older. He's probably older.
yeah, I was say that's not old for a cat, really.
I'm pretty much just guesstimating. Um, he's not a young fella, but he's not ancient either.
Yeah.
So because I think Emmy I think is I want to say 9, 10, somewhere around there. I lost track. Actually, I think she's 10 because Athena's going to be 9 already, which I can't believe. It goes quick.
Yeah, now that's getting older for a German Shepherd.
Yeah, well, they last, they get up to 12, 13
I was say
sometimes.
12 is,
Yeah,
so I'm saying, yeah, 10 is old for a German Shepherd. So,
depending on, their diet and all of that. That's why my uncle always pushes raw fed for the dogs because it's healthier for them, which has been proven. But I just can't afford that.
yeah.
That's expensive.
Oh, sorry, Purple Ronnie.
Oh, so sorry. Yeah, it's hard. And like I said, that's the last one when we lost. I go, that's it. I'm done. I'm tired of going through this. And then the next, I get a puppy. So but this time it's definite because it's getting, especially living on the second floor. I always got to run up and down the stairs all the time.
Is your name Luca?
Well, yeah.
No, Cree. What's the Sidemen? I don't know what that is. You ever heard of that, Laura?
So have any of you ever watched The Sidemen? No. Never heard of it? You'll have to fill us in. I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's supposed to be a banging of a day today. Good day for you to go out in the garage, Bill.
What do you mean? Like,
It's
is
supposed to
it?
be beautiful out today. In the eight, it's going to be 80 and clear skies. And
I don't know if I want to go outside.
okay, don't go outside.
I'll, I think
Fine.
I think I'll I think I'll stay in and edit. I really need to. I stop writing. I have.
No,
I have to. What are you making a note? Bill is not going outside.
I'm I'm drawing pictures of you.
Of me not going outside. Yeah, I think I'm gonna edit. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. I feel so tired, man.
I'm awake now. It won't last long, but I'm awake.
Yeah,
The problem is, I don't know if you heard me at the beginning of the show. My father, he's working on the shed.
yeah, I heard that.
Everything that's in the shed is now in the yard. So there's a huge mess out there. And I damn well know if I go out just to enjoy a little fresh air, I'm going to hear a voice from inside in the shed saying, "Hey, come here." Oh, man.
Oh.
And that's what'll happen. And I don't want to work on that today. But if I get out there, he's going to get me.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to because you're gonna have to take the dog out eventually.
Well, I let her out and I sneak back in
Oh,
because
gotcha.
the hook is right by the door. So I just open the door, grab the hook the dog up. She runs out and I take off. So
Oh, well, good.
until she starts barking and waking up the whole entire street. So, Miss Big Mouth,
Yeah.
who barks at everything. I mean, there's times where there's nothing going by the house and she's barking, and I'll look at her and say, "What the hell are you barking at?" And then she's just looking at me like, "I don't know."
Mm.
I think if she was loose, she'd be a car chaser. I really do believe it. And if she goes after squirrels and birds, and thank God a skunk hasn't gotten in the yard and she's been out there at the same time. Because then the dog would be living outside for a while.
Yeah.
We'd have to make her a nice little home in the shed. So she didn't stink anymore. Let's see. They are 7 guys from the UK. They started off as gamers, and although they will game on another channel, now they do funny things. No, never heard of them.
No.
They get dropped off in another part of the country with no clue where they are and have to find their way back or see how far you could travel, but the money you get is determined by the challenge done. Okay. So it's kind of like that survivalist show where they just drop them off in the middle of nowhere and then they have to survive and make their way back to one main city or something. You ever remember seeing that? on TV, Bill?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Those guys are nuts. But they're brilliant because all this stuff I've learned so much watching that. You know what to have on your body and on your person. So if you're ever stuck anywhere, you've got what you need to survive to get to a certain point, which is pretty cool.
Oh. I saw a guy doing a live show a long time ago. Like he had like I don't know, he had like 12,000 people in his live. This was a while back, where he used Google Maps somewhere in the U.S. and he dropped a pin, and he didn't know where the pin dropped, and then he would have to figure out where he was that way. It was kind of neat, but
Ah, they've been featured on Netflix too, but they do pub golf, Olympic games, haha. So not Olympic anything. Oh, so they do just funny, crazy stuff.
hmm.
Yeah, well, no, that's similar. So I forgot what it was called, the survivalists or something like that. And yeah, they get dropped off in the woods somewhere, like in Alaska, and they got to find their way, and that with nothing, they pretty much have nothing, and they've got to survive in extreme conditions and all that. It's a pretty interesting show.
Hmm.
And I watch stuff like that because that's how you learn stuff. Because you never know. You know, the one major cause of death in any situation like the Adirondacks is embarrassment because they don't know where they're going, how to find their way out. You know, so they just pretty much wander around in circles, and that's why they never make it out. That's why you watch shows like that. You know, like okay, you follow water, it's gonna go past something. It's eventually going to come into a town or an area where it's open, and then you can find out where you are. And they teach you how to use things. So you can make a compass and stuff like. It's just really amazing.
Did you say embarrassment?
Yes,
Or
that's the majority of what happens in the Adirondacks is because they're embarrassed as far as because they got lost.
well, you mean
Or
do you mean exposure?
no. Pretty much, they said embarrassment and shame because they thought they knew everything, and they're instead of waiting in one spot, they'll try to find their own way out, and it usually doesn't end up good. It's really odd.
Okay.
And like I said, you're by water, you're by a river or a creek or something. Follow it. Learn the little things like where north is. Moss grows on the north side of the tree. Stuff like that.
Hmm.
I know people think it was not. Oh, you're being extreme. No, because you never know when you're going to be in that situation where you get lost. You're going to need those little bits of information to help you find your way to a town or to a road. Because I remember people saying that how people get lost up in the Adirondacks. I'm thinking, how do they do that? Eventually, especially up there, you're going to find a road, a lake, a stream, a cabin somewhere up there. And how do you get lost up there? But people do. Mark a tree, mark your trail so that you're not going in circles.
Mark your territory.
People don't do that stuff. Of course, nowadays you get in trouble for carrying, a pocket knife. So
yeah, in this state you get in trouble for everything.
So you got to mark the trail so that you can at least say, well, shit, now I'm going in circles. I got to do something different. These guys even opened up their own fast food chain. It's really popular. Wow.
So I take it you're a fan.
Cree. I guess so, because she knows their names and everything. You go, Cree. You go. Holy moly. So you guys wanted a story this morning or no?
Yeah, definitely.
We'll get the story going and get it rolling, because I know Bill has a busy schedule. So Let's see if I could screw it up this morning. I'm not in a really good voice. It says The Widow's Wager is the name of this story, and it says in the small fog-choked town of Hollowsmere, where the trees bent like mourners and the wind carried whispers no one could quite decipher, lived a woman named Eleanor Voss. She was a widow, her heart hollowed out by the sudden death of her husband, Gideon, who had perished in a mining accident 6 months prior. The townfolk said the earth swallowed him whole, leaving not even a body to bury. Eleanor refused to accept it. She wore the grief like a shroud, her once bright eyes now sunken and restless, searching for something, anything to fill the void. One stormy night, as lightning clawed at the sky, Eleanor sat alone in her creaking cottage, the fire spitting embers onto the hearth. In her hands, she clutched Gideon's old pocket watch, its hands frozen at 3:17, the exact moment the mine collapsed. She traced its cracked face with trembling fingers, whispering his name into the dark. That was when she heard it, a low, guttural hum rising from the floorboards beneath her feet. Startled, she dropped the watch. It clattered to the ground, and the humming grew louder, more insistent. Oh, I could hear it. Thanks for the sound effects, dude. More insistent until it resolved into words. Eleanor, the voice rasped dry as dead leaves.
Eleanor.
There you go. Do you wish to see him again? She froze, her breath catching in her throat. The voice wasn't Gideon's. It was too deep, too jagged, but it knew her pain. Who are you? She demanded, her voice quivering. A friend, it replied,
A friend.
slithering through the air. A wager I offer you, a game. Win and your husband returns. Lose and you join me instead. Eleanor's heart pounded. She should have fled. She should have barred the doors and prayed for dawn. But the thought of Gideon, his warm hands, his quiet laugh, clawed at her resolve. What kind of game? She asked. The voice chuckled. A, a, a sound like stones grinding together. A simple one.
Wheel of Fortune.
3 nights, 3 tasks. Complete them, and he is yours. Fail, and your soul is mine. Do you accept? Yes, she whispered before reason could stop her. The air grew heavy, and the fire flared green, casting eerie shadows across the room. Then listen, the voice said. Tonight you begin. The first night, the offering. The voice instructed Eleanor to venture into the woods beyond Hollowsmere. Excuse me, guys. To a clearing where the trees formed a perfect circle. There she was to leave an offering, something she loved as dearly as Gideon. The catch, it had to bleed. Eleanor hesitated, her mind racing. She had no children, no pets, only herself. With a trembling hand, she took a kitchen knife and sliced her palm, letting the blood drip into a clay jar. The pain was sharp, but her desperation was sharper. She stumbled through the storm, the wind howling like a banshee, until she reached the clearing. The trees loomed like centennials, their branches clawing at the sky. And I was supposed to be sentinels, guys, sorry. She placed the jar in the center, whispering Gideon's name as the blood seeped into the earth. The ground shuddered. The low moan rose from the soil. And for a fleeting moment, she swore she saw Gideon's face in the shadows, pale, eyeless, mouth gaping. Then it was gone. The voice returned, pleased. One night down, two remain. The second night, the mirror. The next task was worse. The voice demanded Eleanor to find a mirror untouched by light for a year and gaze into it at midnight. Whatever she saw, she must not scream, or the wager would end. Eleanor remembered an old tarnished mirror in the attic, draped in a dusty sheet since Gideon's death. She dragged it downstairs, her arms aching, and set it before the hearth. As midnight struck, she pulled the sheet away and stared into the glass. At first, she saw only her reflection, gaunt, wild eyed. Then the surface rippled, and Gideon appeared behind her, his skin gray and molted, his eyes black pits. He reached for her, his fingers brushing her shoulder in the reflection. She felt a cold, wet touch, though she stood still. Her scream clawed at her throat, but she clamped her lips shut, tears streaming down her face. Gideon's image faded, and a voice laughed, stronger than I thought. One task left. The third night, the descent. The final task was the cruelest. Go to the mind, the voice commanded. Descend to where he died. Bring me his bones, and he will live. Eleanor's stomach churned. The mind was a gaping maw, abandoned and cursed. Its tunnels, a labyrinth of darkness. But she lit the lantern and went, her footsteps echoing in the sound. Oh, sorry, in the silence. The air grew thick, rancid with the stench of decay. She descended, the walls pressing in until she reached the collapse site, a pile of rubble and splintered beams. She dug with her hands, nails tearing until she found it, the skeletal arm, still clutching the miner's pick. Gideon's wedding ring glint on one bony finger. She sobbed, cradling the remains, and the voice roared, "Give them to me!" The ground split open, revealing a pit of withering shadows. Eleanor's hesitated, clutching the bones tighter. You said he'd live, she cried. He will, the voice hissed, but not as you knew him. From the pit emerged a figure, Gideon, or what was left of him. His flesh hung in tatters. His eyes glowed with a sickly light. His mouth stretched into a grin that wasn't his. Eleanor? He croaked, lurching towards her. She screamed, dropping the bones, and the figure dissolved into smoke. The voice crackled. You failed. You're mine. The pit widened, and the tendrils of shadows seized her, dragging her down. The last thing she saw was Gideon's pocket watch lying in the dirt, ticking for the first time in months. That is it, guys. What'd you think?
Very good.
Actually, if I never even realized you were here, going to be on this morning. I should have sent you a copy of it so that you could have done the voices.
Yeah, that would have been cool, actually.
Yeah,
That would have worked out.
because you've got the sound effects there, so they would have been really neat. Maybe the next time around we'll have to do that. I'll send you a copy of whatever I pick.
Yeah, that'd be neat, actually.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the story. And I hope you enjoyed our time together this morning. Thank you, Cree. Very cool. Yeah, she loves a good story. And seeing that it was around almost that 3 hour mark, we're going to let everybody escape and go do their thing.
Yeah.
Bill's got editing. Let's see if he does it. Let's see. Take a wager. Is Bill going to take a nap or is Bill going to edit?
Probably take a nap later.
Aha.
Who knows? I'm gonna, you know, I need to make some scrambled eggs. Actually, yeah, I need
Uh-huh.
to eat something.
Well, it's almost lunchtime, so I'm probably going to eat Chinese food from yesterday.
Yummy.
That's the glory of Chinese food, leftovers.
Yeah, it's always good.
Yeah, Cree says she liked the sound bites from Bill. So yeah, this we'll have to do next time is have Bill join us again, and I'll send him a copy of the story so he could read it and then know where his lines are.
Yeah, that'd be kind of neat, actually.
That'd be so fun. Cree saying nap, nap, nap.
I just actually stepped outside for a second. It is wicked, wicked nice outside.
Yeah, I got to get out there too.
I actually need to cut the grass too.
I probably should be doing that too, but the whole point is I don't want to do the work. I just want to absorb the silence and the sunshine.
Oh, corned beef hash burritos. That actually sounds awesome.
Yeah, it does.
I wish I had corned beef hash.
Breakfast at Cree's house.
Yeah. Cree, I think it'll take about probably 6 hours to get there. We'll be there.
Yeah. Well, if we have George drive, it should be about 45 minutes.
Yep. 45 minutes. Okay. Yeah.
George likes to shave off a few hours.
Yeah.
Just a few. Usually it takes like, I forgot what else long, how long to get to Missouri. 20 hours. And I think we made it in 14 one year.
Jeez.
His sister's like, how fast were you going? And never mind.
Fast. That's all I need to know.
That's why we traveled at night. It was just us and the truckers.
I do too, Cree.
That's my husband's favorite breakfast.
Yeah, I started making the brown and serve sausages. I made some yesterday, and I dumped them out, and they didn't look right into the
Right?
pan. And I look, and I was like, oh, they're turkey ones. I was like, why is she?
Ew.
Yeah, you know what? They didn't taste that bad. I ate them. They were okay, but I like the ones that they're called like the what are they called? Maple syrup
Yes.
sausage ones.
Maple flavor.
Yeah, the maple flavored ones. Those are good.
Those are the ones I like too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Michelle had to ruin it with turkey.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck. Why? Why would she buy those? She must have
It's
bought them.
healthier, Bill.
Well, she must have bought them for her.
It could
And
be.
but I was like, oh, I saw them in there. I'm like, yes. And I'm like, ew.
Yeah, it just killed it right there.
Um,
So I tried turkey bacon once, and that's the last time I'll try turkey bacon.
you know,
It was okay, but if I'm going to eat bacon, I want bacon.
me too. So I agree, and I agree. It was actually not too bad because Michelle has had it at Denny's turkey bacon,
Right?
and I was like, you know what, this is pretty good. But yeah, if I'm gonna have bacon, it's gonna be from the pig's belly.
That's right. We
Yeah.
want our bacon all pork. I mean, how often do you eat it? I could see if you lived on bacon, then okay, maybe you need to switch. But we have
Right.
it very rarely. So if I'm going to eat it, I want the real deal.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like I have bacon maybe like once a month.
Right.
So
So that one trip around the kitchen isn't going to kill you.
yeah, absolutely. So
If it'd be different if you're like, oh, well, do you have bacon for breakfast? Well, then I'm going to have, a BLT for lunch. And then we're going to have bacon cheeseburgers for dinner.
right. Yeah, exactly. And then bacon wrapped scallops, and then
yes, is hors d'oeuvres.
right.
Or as George's cousin would say, hordy ovaries.
Hors yeah, hors d'oeuvres. Or yeah,
I remember the first time she said she's seen that, because how often do you see hors d'oeuvres written down somewhere?
yeah.
So when she saw it for the first time, she's like, hordy ovaries.
Hors d'oeuvres. That's funny. Yeah.
And I was dying. I go, no, it's hors d'oeuvres. She goes,
Right.
oh. But that is the best one I've heard yet. Hordy ovaries.
Yeah. So Cree, I was saving bacon grease, and my wife wigged out on me for that, and I was like, no, it's actually not as bad as you think it is for you. And she's like, it's so bad for you, I'm throwing it out. And I was like, no, I want to save it for when I fry my hamburgers in it and stuff. She's like, no, and like she threw it out on me.
Oh, some people would shoot her for that.
Well, because also I like to fry, like I'll fry bacon first, and then I also fry my eggs in the bacon grease.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people do that.
Oh my god, it's so good.
George's father used to do that all the time.
Oh,
I've had it twice, I think, because it gives it like little crispy edge to the eggs.
oh, and it tastes so
It
good.
is good.
So
I don't save bacon grease though, but I know somebody that put them in green beans once. Oh, actually, with my sister-in-law. Oh, you'll love it. It's bacon grease and the green beans. They're like, oh, okay. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. I didn't like it. But yeah, to add extra flavor, I mean, if you do it once in a while, okay. But a lot of people eat too much of it.
yeah, like Homer Simpson.
So I mean, if you're drowning in bacon fat, then yeah,
Yeah,
it's not a good thing, guys. But a little
right.
bit goes a long ways. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah,
It's everything in moderation.
yeah.
So that's just how it rolls. Okay, guys, I'm gonna let you all get going to enjoy your day. Thank you, Bill, for coming on. I know
Hi,
it
thanks
was
for having me.
it was rough, and it was. I think we were all in zombie mode when it started. So
I know, I still am.
so at least it's better. Like with anything, it could be bad for you if you overdo it. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And like when we were out in Missouri, another thing, all the food really tasted good because of the bacon fat, and they baked everything with lard, pig lard.
Yeah.
And when if you've never had it, you think to yourself, "Oh God, it's gross." I'm telling you, and God forgive me and everybody, and I'm not no skinny mini, but I told my husband, no wonder why everybody's a fat ass out here. This stuff is incredible.
Yeah.
Cakes, and I'm not a big bread eater. And her mother-in-law made croissants for a party we were having, homemade, and it had pig. Oh my God! I stood by the container, and I'm just shoveling these things in because it was incredible.
Yeah, sounds good.
And George is like, "What are you doing? You don't eat all that." I go, "I know I can't stop myself. Get me out of here."
Yeah.
So now I get it. Now I get it. So I don't even know. I'm sure we could probably get pig lard here, but I've never looked for it. But out there, yeah, that's what they did. So and those people were big. The majority of the people in that town were big.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, yikes. I mean, it's so I just told my husband, I goes, well, this explains a lot.
Right?
And they eat a lot, like where they have huge spreads for holiday dinners. And, you take a little bit of everything. That's what we would do. And then they're like, oh, aren't you hungry? I'm like, well, no, my plate is full. I mean, they pile it on and then go back for seconds. And I know where they're storing it. They're storing it in their caboose.
Jeez.
And that's what I told my husband. I said, yeah, now it explains everything. That's why they're all fat. They put it away.
Yeah.
Well, hey, they're enjoying it, knock themselves out.
Mhm.
Me, I was anorexic compared to these people. And, I'm not no skinny mini. So I actually felt good. I go, ooh, I'm actually the thinnest one here. All right.
Yay. Yay me.
So, with that, guys, hope you have a great day. Bill, enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, you too.
We look forward to the next jam session.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Hopefully next weekend if I learn a new
Yeah,
song.
that'll be fun. I call drums.
Okay, sounds good. I need a drummer.
Even though I can't play, I've never played. I've always wanted to play, but yeah, that wasn't happening. So
Hey, it's got to start somewhere.
yeah, no, my father wasn't going to have that one. So he was okay with the guitar and the organ and the violin, but no drums. So I
Yeah.
couldn't get away with that one. So until then, guys, I hope you all have a great day, a great week, and I'll see you guys all on Wednesday when I have Chris on the show. That should be a good time. Also, please just remember to hit the like, subscribe, share, comment, all that fun stuff that YouTube makes us do so that we could become big and famous like everybody else. Check out Bill's show. You guys know where he is. You know where to find him. Until then, everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day.